Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kofi Hemming. Back at it with another video, man. Um, Sorry, guys, I'm feeling a little bit weak, man. I just got my COVID-19 vaccination shot, so I'm just kind of feeling a little bit weak. But other than that, man, the show must go on, man. The show must go on. And I also did some boxing training too, man. I've been working on boxing, trying to kind of get into a little bit amateur boxing. So, yeah, guys, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the NBA Hall of Fame. I think I don't know exactly how it worked, but I think it's like a two-part series. Like the first part, they had the induction of Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett. Those are the main three ones that I know. That I saw online. I didn't get a chance to see it because I was working, but I'm gonna put the link in there. And if y'all want to join, that's the link right there. But I think some guys who are headlining the NBA, man, I can't spell NBA Hall of Fame. People are headlining the NBA Hall of Fame. Of course, Paul Pierce, Chris Bosh, Chris Webber, all them guys, and of course Ben Wallace headlining it. I think they're gonna also have another series for them. Make sure they get on stage, talk their piece. But yeah, guys, I saw a little bit of it on. I saw some of the highlights, especially Kobe Bryant. Man, I'm telling you, man, it was so emotional just to see Vanessa Bryant come on there and talk about what Kobe Bryant has done for the Lakers organization, has done for his family, has done for the fans. I mean, this man was very sacrificial. Like there were certain days Kobe Bryant, like he would pick up his kids from school right after practice, like right after hours, grueling hours of just doing shoot arounds, run doing workouts, grueling hours. He would come pick up his daughter from school, and sometimes he would even go to their games right after he finished the game or something like that. And that just showed how much of not only a basketball player Kobe Bryant was, but how much of a great human being he was, And Vanessa Bryant, she also mentioned one quote, like how one day when Kobe Bryant he injured I think one of his, like, no, he had a flu. I'm sorry, he had a flu. And she was just telling him, like, why are you gonna play this game? He had an IV to administer, to help to administer to kind of treat his flu like symptoms. And his wife Vanessa was just saying that, like, why do you want to go back into the game for? And this was very, telling. Like Kobe Bryant is saying, well, what about the fans? What about the people who paid their hard-earned money? The people who worked 8 hours from their jobs. They paid $300, $400 just to come and see me. So are you willing to? I'm not. He's like saying, I'm not going to be willing just to sit down and not do nothing for these fans, because man, Kobe Bryant, he put his whole entire being into this game. He poured his blood, sweat, and tears into this game, man. And I mean, I know Michael Jordan is a GOAT, but Kobe Bryant, he's right there with him, man. I think Kobe Bryant, man, he's one of the greatest, players. And um, I still have to do a story time of how I met Kobe. I actually met Kobe Bryant when I was in high school. He came to our high school, and he's always been that same person. What you saw on TV, he's always been that same person. Like He's always had that drive. He's had that motivation to that willingness, the willingness to succeed. And it's just really sad that, he passed away at, 41. He was kind of young, really young, you know. But he's done a lot, his legacy is gonna live on. Of course, people are gonna live by that Mamba mentality. And you know, um, as you can see, a lot of players, they model their game after Kobe Bryant. Even though Kobe Bryant, he modeled his game after Michael Jordan, I feel like Kobe Bryant, like he was kind of his own player in some type of way. You know, in certain aspects, he was kind of different from Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan, um, he was more kind of physical. He was more kind of like a physical athlete, like he was strong. But like Kobe Bryant, he was more finesse. He was more of like a finesse player. Like I guess initially Kobe Bryant, early on in his career, he was very athletic, um, and he was very high flying. But like as he got older, he started to become more of like a finesser. He started to become more of kind of a guy that you know um, just kind of reads his opponents, and he kind of breaks down plays, and he just kind of drive to the hoop very eloquently and artistically. He was very like an artistic type of player when he was playing the game, and that was so like amazing just watching him kind of play. And even when he was kind of playing against us, he kind of played against us like he was, man, the guy was like, he was a great player, man. And also, um, with Michael Jordan on his standing next to Vanessa Bryant, it was very, 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 very inspiring. Like Michael Jordan kind of presenting the Hall of Fame award. Everybody was just standing up. They're clapping. People were crying. Man, it was so emotional. But other than that, also Kevin Garnett, man, Kevin Garnett was talking about how he was raised. He was born in South Carolina, and as during his teen years he came to Chicago and Farragut High School, and I believe Farragut High School is 2345 South Christina. Where's 2345 South? I think it's the south side if I'm not mistaken. 2345 South Christina. I'm not too familiar with that. Little village. Little village. Oh, that's yeah, that's southwest. That's near not far from Midwest. So he went to Farragut High School near Midway Airport, because it's around Little Village. And he was just talking about some of his coaches, especially his mom. Like he talked about like how he got that tenacity and that kind of toughness, playing basketball, and that trash talk from his mom, because his mom, she was like a single parent raising, three kids, and he grew up like as a country kid. I'm sorry, I don't know if she was single or not, but like he kind of talked about like how he kind of grew up as a country kid, and he kind of learned um, kind of his personality traits from his mom. Hey, Kobe, we're leaving. All right, sorry, but he kind of learned some of his personality traits from his mom and everything, and it was just kind of interesting just learning his backstory. And he kind of talked about the Minnesota Timberwolves, um, you know, um, about the coaches, like how even some of his high school coaches, how they help guide him through just getting to college, and his college coaches also helping him get into the pros. He talked about the Minnesota Timberwolves, his time there playing with who's that other guy? Was it R.J. Ryder? J.R. Ryder. Let me see. I'm sorry, Isaiah Ryder. Yeah, how he was playing uh shoot, who are some of Kevin Garnett's teammates? Hold on, guys. Give me a sec. Teammates on Timberwolves. What did he talk about? Um, he talked about like some of his teammates, like Isaiah Ryder. Who else was on that team? Antonio McDyess, those guys, and how they help him to develop his game, especially those 8 years he was playing with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was talking about also Michael Jordan too, how he helped him become the player who he is today. And yeah, he really didn't have a long speech at all. He really didn't have a long speech. And what else? Um, what else? Oh, Tim Duncan. I think Tim Duncan was one of the last people. Well, one of the highlights I saw. I only saw three of them. But Tim Duncan in his speech. So Tim Duncan, of course, San Antonio Spurs, one of the greatest power forwards of all time. He was just talking about some of his head coaches, especially one of his coaches from college, how he helped to recruit him, and how he got this sickness, how he kind of developed this sickness, and when he was getting recruited, nobody was just really trying to recruit him because of like kind of this element that he had. And so this coach from Wake Forest, he saw him and he saw potential in him. And so he decided that I'm going to pick up this kid. He redshirted him the first year. And then the next year, he kind of started him. And you see that, it kind of helped Tim Duncan become kind of, I can't even talk right now. Kind of become the player who he is right now. And so that was really interesting. And of course, David Robinson, he kind of presented him with the award. One of his teammates, especially from the 1999 season when they won their first championship. He kind of presented him the award. He talked about the Spurs organization, of course. He talked about Greg Popovich, the owners, his trainers, how his trainers helped him to become more conditioned, how to avoid injuries. He talked about that. And yeah, guys, it wasn't really much to it. But one of the players that I really wanted to talk about, exactly, I know Chris Webber got inducted. Chris Bosh got inducted. And Paul Pierce. But one of the players I want to talk about is Ben Wallace, man. I mean, Ben Wallace, man, this guy, he has a story, man. Like this guy, I mean, he from where he's come from, man, like uh he was like he was raised in a small town in Alabama, raised by he was he had 10 other brothers and sisters, and he had a humbling beginning from a small town. He played junior college at the Cuyahoga Community College in Cleveland for 2 years, and um, and then he transferred to Virginia Union. He transferred to Virginia Union. That was a D2 school. He averaged 13.4 points, 10.0 rebounds per game as playing with the Virginia Union. And after he left Virginia Union, the guy went completely undrafted. Ooh, okay, let's add Butters. What up, Butters?
Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm back because of my break, like I said in my video, do not ever trust a snake.
Okay. The which snake are you talking about? Mass Tyson? That
Yeah,
Tyson guy?
yeah.
Uh, well, I don't want to worry about him. I'm talking about NBA. I'm talking about the NBA Hall of Fame, bro.
But just to reveal my return,
Cause I thought you said you were gonna take a break off from YouTube or something like that. That's what you said in one of your videos.
never trust a snake because of my bite.
Man, Butters, man. You're something.
They say never trust a snake because of my bite. Oh, sorry, I'm playing Madden.
Oh, you playing 21?
Yeah, I'm trying to build my ultimate team.
Oh, okay, all right. But what was I saying, man? I was just talking about the NBA Hall of Fame. I didn't even get a chance to catch it, but I was just talking about Ben Wallace and how he was an undrafted player and how he just got inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame. I was supposed to have Jonah Pitney. I'm gonna text him right now. He was supposed to come on my live stream today.
Never trust the snake because of my bite. It's like a Randy Orton type of catchphrase.
So are you still gonna be talking trash to people, or are you gonna like make more sports content?
Well, depending what the content is, because I was debating about whether or not I should do a Jalen Ramsey video because he's been
Hmm.
talking shit about Darnell Mooney.
Jalen Ramsey, what is he saying about freaking Darnell Mooney?
Well, a lot of people have been showing clips of him. Remember when he burned his fucking ass that Monday
Oh
Night
hell
Football
yeah,
game?
yeah,
So,
Monday Night Football game.
so apparently, like people keep showing the clip and keep reminding Jalen Ramsey, and he's been. We live in his head rent free,
Yeah.
and he's
Well, I'll say
and
Darnell Mooney, but the Rams have beat us the last 2 years.
hey, Kofi, go look at Google and type in Jalen Ramsey's father.
Jalen Ramsey's father.
Yeah, just look who's in it.
Let me see. Darnell Mooney. Are you serious?
I thought it was fake at first, bro.
What the Darnell Mooney is his father? Who put that there, man? Some troll. I don't know. But you know who Tom Brady's father is. You know who Tom Brady's daddy is?
Peyton Manning.
No, Nick Foles.
Well, I could say the same thing for Eli too.
Yeah. I guess his biological daddy is Eli and his stepdaddy is Nick Foles. That's crazy, man. Hold on, man. I gotta text this other guy, man. That I'm live right now. All right.
I should probably do a Jalen Ramsey video. He's been talking shit lately. Might hit my channel off back where it started.
You want to be talk? Yeah, go ahead, bro. Do what you gotta do, man. Oh yeah, you already did a prediction for the Bears, right?
Yeah, I had us winning 11 games. I
Oh, okay.
disagree with some of Jonas' prediction.
Jonah Pitney.
Yeah, I disagree with some.
Mm.
I feel like we'll split with the Packers. I don't
I
really
feel like it
know
feel. I feel like we're gonna. To me, I feel like we're gonna sweep them if Rodgers doesn't play.
if Rodgers doesn't play, then worse. Then we will sweep them without a
Yeah,
doubt. But
yeah.
if we're talking about like if Aaron Rodgers stays, I just see a split splitting with them.
Yeah, I agree. Or Rodgers can just play out of his mind and sweep the hell out of us.
He doesn't want. He'd rather be on Jeopardy until his contract is up than play
Yeah.
for the Green Bay Packers.
He would rather see his family than play with the Packers. And we know he's estranged from his family. That's crazy, man. So what do you what's the name of your Madden team?
Well, it's the Bears, but I'm gonna have to name it Teletubby Nation.
Teletubby Nation? Teletubby Nation. That's interesting. No, you should name it Slender Tubbies.
Nah,
That game is so stupid, man. I swear. To have a bunch of Teletubbies as monsters, and then you gotta chase custards in order to win the game.
I never played the game actually.
I only saw gameplay. I never played it too, but I only saw gameplay on YouTube.
Yeah, same here, but I never really saw it as it's just another Slender game.
Right. And Fisk, the Fisk unit, he was talking about. Let me turn my camera off. He was talking about how the Bears are gonna win 2 games, man. That dude is tripping, man.
Look, in a way, I understand Fisk's logic. He just wants his
He wants his pick. He wants those picks, those top picks.
exactly.
That's why he's saying, but he knows the Bears. We're too good of a team to lose 14 games, even with the tough schedule we have.
Like Matthew Stafford is gonna, take a little bit of time before he learns the system,
Hmm.
and he's known for giving the game to the Bears. So I don't see why we lose that.
Hmm.
Well, the Browns, I
I
can
think
understand.
that game's a toss up. It can go either way. To me, it can go either way.
Yeah, but Matthew Stafford, I don't want to hear like I don't want to hear that he was on Detroit. That's the reason why he failed
Hmm.
because he had
Dude,
weapons.
the guy failed in Georgia, bro. You know how many receivers this guy had? This dude had weapons in Georgia. It's not just Detroit. And people are talking about like, oh, Matthew Stafford, he's such a great quarterback. He threw for over 4,000 yards. Like he throws for over 4,000, 5,000 yards. I'm like, dude, calm down, man. Like this guy, he had freaking Calvin Johnson for like half of his career. He had Golden Tate. Dude had T.J. Hawkinson. He's had weapons, man. Let's not sugarcoat anything. Let's not forget that in 2014 he also had that ferocious defense that probably should have went further. That probably should have won the division. He should have won the division in 2013 and 2014 if we really want to be honest. But he didn't take advantage of it. You know.
Oh, Kofi, I have the fridge on my ultimate team.
Oh, for real? You got Richard Perry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell yeah! As your fullback or no? I'm sorry, he wasn't a fullback. He
He's a
was a defensive
defensive
defensive tackle. Yeah. Who do you have for your outside linebackers?
outside linebackers. I have I have Mario Addison.
Mm-hmm.
I have Kenny Clark in there.
Ugh, Kenny Clark. Ugh.
I have Deion Jones.
Okay, that's a decent squad.
For safety, strong safety, I have Jamal 91 overall Jamal Adams.
Okay.
And free
You know that
safety.
guy's gonna get sacked.
Yeah, that's
All
what
you
he's
just
good.
gotta do is freaking blitz, like. Get him to get those open lanes, get everybody to blitz, go drop everybody, get him in the house, and he can, you know, just get those sacks.
And for Marcus, and no, no, and for free safety, I have the 2018 version of Adrian Amos.
I thought you were gonna say Eddie Jackson. Okay, that's a
Um,
pretty decent squad.
for CB, I have Marcus, the 2017 version of Marcus Peters,
Hmm.
and I have Conlon Fingarin or whatever. And
Engren.
for the two, I have Tony Vincent.
Oh, sorry, I'm late, bro. It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, Jonah Pibney. I was just talking about the NBA Hall of Fame. Hey, Butters, you don't watch NBA too much, do you?
Not like I used.
Okay. Who's your favorite team? Like, kind of growing up.
Well, it was always Chicago, but you know,
Cause I know you live in Miami. I'm like, I thought you'd be like a Heat fan or something.
I kind of was with the Heat, but
Hmm.
LeBron basically left for no reason.
Right.
That's
You
why I
know he's
don't. That's
Captain
that's
Collusion.
that's why I don't respect LeBron, and I hope he loses in the first round, which he
For
will.
real. For real. They got to face Golden State. Yo, what up, Jonathan?
What's up, man? What's up, Butters, man? What's going on, Kofi, man? Shit,
Man, I'm
god
just talking
damn.
about NBA Hall of Fame, bro. You already know what it is.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Definitely wanted to talk about that. Was the subject matter already over?
No, I'm still talking about it, bro. Man, I was just talking about that speech that Vanessa Bryant gave, man. It was kind of emotional.
I didn't even watch it because I
Yeah, man. Like I watched the whole speech. Like Michael Jordan, like he introduced Vanessa Bryant, and then he also kind of introduced Kobe Bryant to the Hall of Fame. But Vanessa Bryant, she did most of the talking. She was just talking about Kobe Bryant's drive. Like she talked about how every time Kobe Bryant would finish practice, like he would pick up his daughters, from school and everything, and it just kind of showed what kind of man he was, not just as a player, but
outside.
as a person. Yeah, outside of
Yeah,
basketball.
yeah. About to say just on a quick note. Just gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
Butters, regardless of what happened with you yesterday, bro, I'm still rocking with you when you come back. And if you ever want to be on any one of our streams, Kofi already let you know, I'm pretty sure, because you on her. But if you ever want to hop on the stream, man, feel free. I know you try to take time from your own platform, but feel free to hop on any of ours anytime, man. You still welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the I just needed to get some dirt out of the way. Like the way he came in, it sounded like you know that old bitch in like a yeah, like a
Which
Karen. Be like,
Like that old white hag, or crazy, some of them crazy annoying white women.
old white folks?
Yeah, that try to be privileged, that think like they know everything, and they try to police you or some shit.
yeah, that's exactly. I'm just gonna call him fanboy. We call him fanboy around the unit because he dick sucks Tom Brady.
Damn,
Is that guy? Is
damn.
he
I
a
just
Patriots fan? This guy
He's a Patriots fan slash Buccaneers fan because of Tom Brady.
slash Tom Brady. He's a Tom Brady fan. Like people are LeBron fans.
Not only that, I well,
So he's a Brady sexual.
if
Bron sexual, Brady sexual. Hell no.
Brady
no,
sexual.
he hates LeBron. He hates every black human being to ever play sports. He even hated Cam Newton before he joined the Patriots.
Huh.
Well,
So he ain't a Patriots fan no more. Because he don't like Cam Newton.
No, he was the moment Cam Newton joined, he started praising him. If you look at the previous videos before Cam, he was dissing him.
Mm.
And if
Well,
like
I guess.
I know the guy's history, what he's done. He threatened to shoot Lord Brunson's kids and all that shit. And you can actually see the live stream. You know, it's still pre-recorded when he did the whole beef with Lord Brunson.
Yeah.
And
That's
just
crazy, man.
the record, for the most part, I try like when it comes to like these YouTube, I just don't appreciate what he said about Lord Brunson's kids, and I don't appreciate him
Right.
I don't appreciate him doxing Edie. Like all Tyson, like I agree, EDP should not have came back. Like I just don't like. I just don't appreciate what Tyson's trying to do to EDP. Like, what are you trying to prove when you're doxing his information? And he actually is going around where EDP lives and putting up wanted poster where he lives.
So he lived. Where do EDP live?
I
In
think he
like
lives in
Bronxboro or
California.
something like that.
I
Oh,
think he lives in
what
California,
state?
right? At first,
Oh, California.
I think it was
So
Bakersfield,
dude all the
California.
way from California talking shit about coming out here and all this extra go on traveling from California all I guess.
What up,
Everybody
Bullet Jake? What's going on, bro?
when he came in the stream, everyone told me to calm down because I wasn't even gonna let him talk. Y'all told me to calm down, so I let him talk.
Like, what were you about to say, my dude?
So that's why I'm like, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
cause I
know,
saw
man.
the
It's like, go ahead, Kofi.
yeah, I saw the stream. I came in there and I saw this guy like just started screaming, like screaming at you or screaming in the stream saying, "Oh, I didn't do this." Like, like he's like saying, "Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth." I'm like, "Who the heck is this guy?"
Right. Like that's why I said I was finna
Like he
go
just
off,
came on your
but everybody
stream.
was like, because everybody was like, man, let him talk, and I was like, all right, because it was crazy that Butters a lot of people energy switched up when he came in there. It kind of threw me off when it happened, you know,
I
like when
just
I
kind of
saw
walked into the
You don't know what the stuff.
I just walked into the gunfire, the gun.
Like you don't know the shit he's done in the past. Like I've known it because I've seen it, so that's why I called him out on it. Because he loves to dox people. He doxes people information. He'll find anything he can to like dox you. And those 10K subscribers he has, guess what? Those were bought
what.
subscribers.
Hmm.
Those are
They're
not
So
not
even
real
those
repeat
people.
fans.
those are bots.
Yeah, those are bots. He runs a whole Discord with Cold Raven. He was on, actually, believe it or not, he was on EDP and he quotes for 10 years. 10 years he was on EDP trying to expose them. And that was when Cold Raven got involved. Cold Raven wanted to build his channel, and Master at work said, well, let's try to expose this EDP and a pedophile shit. They were sending all these dummy accounts, these decoy accounts, to try to set
Mm-hmm.
EDP up.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey
And it
is
never
talking
worked.
mad crap about the Bears.
Fuck Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, remind me
Dude,
to
he gonna
drop
get
my.
burned by Darnell Mooney again. Watch out, man. And freaking Darnell Mooney's gonna dance on his ass when he gets a touchdown.
Absolutely.
I saw that one play, man, where he
Oh
freaking
my
burned the
god.
hell out of him.
Oh man, I ain't dropped some of my weed. Shit.
Yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, he was on EDP for for Cold Raven's sake. Cold Raven was just a pawn in his game. Cold Raven never wanted to call out Tyson because even Fist even showed Cold Tyson dissing his own homeboy Cold Raven, saying he's his apprentice. So with that being said, Fisk ran away and Cole Raven ditched Fisk Vegas for 5 months. But when EDP got caught, he started taking his victory lap, even though he didn't actually, catch EDP. Predator poaches did,
Right,
and the guys that caught EDP, from what I heard, are extremely racist.
right. So that's what made him get off,
And he'll never say
basically.
that. And the whole shit about EDP being a pedophile, guess what he did to this girl? He made a 20-minute video and he harassed her on YouTube, all because she didn't want to show him her feet.
Right, which I heard about that multiple times, but which I was like, I don't know for sure. But I have heard from everybody say that. I never seen it, so all I can say is if it's true, the nigga sound like a sexual fucking sadist.
Oh, trust me, Jonah.
Man,
If
EDP like them
I
young girls,
got
man. He like them
I
young
got
12-year-olds.
there's actual screenshots of him stalking a girl.
Wow, really?
You know
And
what's
watch, he's trying to
crazy
hide
though?
his innocence, saying, "Oh, you got the females mixed up. It wasn't me." Dude,
Dude,
that's
I
fucking
don't get
crazy.
it. How do you have 2 million subscribers and you can't get no type of girls? Like, no women. I'm sorry, no pun
The,
intended, but like
the
women.
shit he's when you 700 pounds, not even big bitches like big niggas. And sometimes when you too damn big, ain't no one finna let you try to get on top of her and kill her.
Oh hell no, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
He gonna
anyways,
kill little girls, man.
Tyson is just looking for drama. Obviously, I think he's understanding the EDP drama is dying, which it really is, and he's trying to go after me, and because I'm associated with this. I even said from day one, from my perspective, before Fist Vegas, I had nobody. I
Yeah,
was
you're
just a
part of the
dollar
Fisk
store
unit, you
YouTube channel
said.
before I joined the Fist unit.
See, that's the thing. I didn't know. See, I had to take stuff in perspective. See, I kind of figured that all of y'all was originally from Fisk when Fisk came into the room the first
Right.
time on when he first hopped on your first stream, and how everybody attitude switched up, like yours, CEO Top Dog,
Everybody start kind of
Giants
getting
Nation,
upbeat.
right? Like y'all went from talking shit about them, even though it was never nothing harsh, to oh shit, Fitz Vegas in the stream, and the whole time I'm looking like, what the fuck? What the hold
Like,
up?
who's a
I thought
Fisk
we was
Vegas?
right. Who is this nigga? I thought we was finna clown this dude from talking about our bears and everything. Everybody was all
Right. And
happy,
I came
so
in, I started clowning this dude. I'm like, who the hell are you trying to clown the Bears? Because I saw
right.
a
So that's
video of
why I
him.
had to sit back. That's why I had to
I
sit back.
saw a
Like, wait a
video
minute.
because I used to watch this guy sometime and like he be sucking on LeBron's dick all the time, and he's always be like clowning the Bears. Like at times he kind of compliments the Bears, but like most of the time he's always like talking crap. Like he did a video prediction of the Bears saying, oh, they're gonna go 2-14. Oh, Justin Fields, he's not gonna save the franchise. Talking all this mad shit about the Bears and stuff. I'm like, dude, get the F out of here.
Mm,
Yeah.
Like like I said, if you like in Fizz Vegas's words, he said if it was the last thing he did on Earth, that he was going to ruin EDP's life. If you guys were on that phone conversation and you heard him say those exact same words, y'all would have felt bad for EDP. But here's the thing: I'm not defending EDP for the stuff he did because I think that's kind of fucked up what he did. But in
Real
time, I
fucked
knew
up.
he was being set up, and his dumbass fell for it.
And even when I saw some
Yeah.
of his videos, he kind of acted weird. Like he acts kind of weird. I'm like, this dude just seems kind of off to me. You know?
I never heard of EDP, Fist Vegas, or none of that until I met Butters, and I wouldn't have met you, Butters, if it wasn't for Kofi. You just so happened to hop on the stream, And I was interested in what you said with the Bears, and I was like, "Yo, Kofi, throw me his link because I wanna converse with this nigga." And that's how that happened. That's
Yeah,
how I
because he's
ended up
talking
on your
Bears. You know,
page,
I'm like, yeah, we talk Bears.
Yeah, and I
right? And
Packers
that's
fan a lot.
right, and that's what definitely made me hop on your page. I said, "Oh, okay, he don't give a fuck about no dislikes, no none of that. He down for his team." Woo woo woo.
Right.
I ain't know shit about when I seen the Cole Raven videos and the EDP videos. Like I said, I didn't know nothing about these motherfuckers. I didn't really know about it until these big YouTubers that got like 1 million subscribers called Abba and Preach started talking about it.
Yeah,
When they started
microphone. You
talking
know that
about
one
it,
YouTuber microphone talked about it, and then
right?
freaking who else?
Right.
Mike Rizimba.
I'm subscribed
Mike
to his
Rizimba
page
talked about
too.
it. Mike Rizimba.
Right. Right. When those guys started talking about it, that's when I was like, oh, okay, okay, this is more serious. And then I had to start taking a step back from some of the conversations y'all was having. I don't know if you noticed that, Butters, but when y'all had certain conversations, you wouldn't hear me say nothing because I was digesting everything because I didn't know what the hell was going on. I
What the
was
hell?
like,
Yeah.
because at first I thought you, Fisk, everybody was all friends. And all y'all do is just trade blows, talking shit, make it seem like it's something serious, but it's not.
But
And
it's actually
behind the
not.
scenes, y'all cracking jokes, just trying to build up y'all each other brands
It's
because
kind
his
of like
brand
some
bigger than
reality
yours,
TV shows. Hmm.
Right. Basically WWE. Y'all talking shit and all that, but behind the scenes,
And
all
like
y'all
Love and Hip
cracking
Hop.
up. Right, y'all cooling. Y'all cooling the game.
Right.
I didn't know that all this shit y'all had going on was like real. So that's why in the streams, if you notice, I'm cracking jokes, I'm talking shit, but I'm not really getting too serious on that because I'm like, this is all fun and games. I'm pretty sure everybody know each other, just like me and Kofi know each other. So when everything started getting like it getting, I had to take a step back because everybody telling me to calm down because I'm getting real heated when dude came in there and everybody else telling me to cool out
I'm
and let
like,
them
who is
talk.
this
So
nigga, man? I'm like, dude, F
right,
out of here.
that's
Well,
how it
wait, what did
was.
you say?
That's like
Well, John, if what did you say? Because I don't remember you saying anything. You just kind of stay quiet.
now. See, when he first came, like watch when he first came in, I was like, "Who the fuck is you?" And I started talking, and someone was like, "Calm down and stop talking." And that's when I just stopped talking and I sat back and I was waiting on him to say something to me, but he never addressed me. He only addressed you and CEO. And I'm always been that type of dude. If you're not addressing me directly, then I don't have nothing to say. But when he said all you guys in the stream, that's when I said something like, hold on, ain't no all you guys, nigga. I don't know you, nigga. That's how that
Right.
went. I'm like,
Come
I
on,
don't
bro.
even know you.
Yeah. Come
Every
on,
time
nigga. Come
y'all would
on,
talk,
dude.
every time y'all would talk about him, you already know I would ask, who the fuck is this? Like when I know Fist was, who the fuck is this? Who is this
Right.
nigga? Who's Cold Raven? Who is EDP? Like I ain't know who. I'm fresh. I'm like shit, fresh out the joint when it come down to niggas like that. I don't know nothing. Shit,
Exactly.
I only been technically in the YouTube community since 2019, and I
Right.
joined late. I joined halfway through the Bears season. Then when they played the Rams in 2019 and lost, and I just started snapping off, and that's how my YouTube channel even got started. You
Yeah,
know,
I kind of joined late too. I'm like, I'm not too familiar. I just watched some Bears videos, but I didn't like really start taking off until like this past year.
right? Me and Kofi met each other when Kofi only had 15 subscribers. I only had like 30.
Hmm.
So that's how we knew each other, and I thought that's how y'all knew each other. Everybody just knew
Right.
each other from having small
Hmm.
channels. One guy probably came on a little bit before you. His channel blew up. Yours is still there. And mid grade, and y'all just going back and forth to help each other out. But behind the scenes, everybody cooling.
Right. Because me and you, Jonathan, we met through Ghost. No, we were just going on Ghost's channel. We were watching his videos and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's how
Ghost's.
we collaborated and everything else. And
Yeah.
now we in
And now
collaborate
we're
with
doing a
Judah and
podcast
everybody
together.
else. Right.
Yep.
You know, but if you want to if you want to be a part of it too, if you just want to take a break from their shit and you just want to hop on our shit hey, you know, we'll put you in the credits if you want to. Make sure you're a part of it too.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I know what you're saying. But I know you. I know you and Kofi got my back. If shit goes wrong, shit hits the fan. Fanboy. Comes at me, coming at y'all. If it's like
Yeah, because
if I get
you're a part of the community, man.
You're part of the Bears community, man.
yeah yeah he's just like he's a female version. He's a female version of some bitch I remember, but I can't put my tongue on it.
This is an ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Ex-girlfriend.
The way he said that, he remember
Crazy
that bitch. He like,
exes.
oh yeah. I remember her. Oh we.
Yeah.
Speaking of crazy exes, I was watching something on YouTube called Fresh and Fit, and these guys were talking about like what do women are always expecting a lot out of men, but when it comes to like our standards, like we're kind of afraid to ask women because if we ask women what can you bring into the relationship, they'll get angry. Have you guys ever run into that type of women like that? I mean,
Yeah, I have, and you know they not here now.
right, exactly. And then those type of women, they end up single and lonely,
Yeah, but matter
and
of
they
fact, you ever
wonder why
seen
can't I never find a man?
you ever watch MTR, mediocre tutorial and
Yeah, I
reviews?
watch him. Yeah, I watch him.
Yeah, I watch
That
him.
Yeah.
guy's cool. MTR, yeah,
Butters, you need to check him out. MTI,
he's cool.
mediocre
Yeah,
tutorial and reviews. Kevin Samuels and all the Kevin Samuels funny. You
yeah,
might
he's
not agree
funny.
with everything that come
Dude, you
out his
gotta
mouth,
watch
but he's
that
still
Fresh and Fit.
hilarious.
Kevin Samuels is on Fresh and Fit. He freaking roasted these two girls because he was saying like these two girls were talking about I'm an entrepreneur, and he was asking what do you guys do? I'm like I do OnlyFans. I'm like what the fuck? You
Yeah,
do
bro.
OnlyFans and you call yourself an entrepreneur? She's like, man, I'm like 20 years old and I do OnlyFans.
Bro, if I had
And
to do a
then,
translation, if I had to like do a translation on Tyson's voice being a female, it'd be like, oh, I hear you guys are talking shit about me.
Yeah, that's basically how he sounded. That's basically how he
yeah,
sounded. You
Yeah,
know.
he's looking for it. Like he did a whole
looking for
hour live
attention.
stream on CEO doing his face exposure, and I forgot to post the link in the description on my video. But if you look at his video that he did on CEO, the way he like said, "Oh, I exposed this guy's face," like he even admitted that he fake doxed him. So all those pictures you saw see of CEO in that live stream, they're fake and they're phony.
Yeah, CEO said he Puerto Rican. The
Yeah, and
CEO,
I
I
knew
think he
that was
said,
not him because if you translate his voice into the picture that Fanboy showed you, then then that tells you that he's
Hold on, guys.
confident.
I'll be back.
all
Be
right,
right back.
I'm listening.
Yeah, he wants
I'm
to claim
listening.
that he like if you were hanging out with somebody and they said, "Oh, I will cloud chase this man. I've been on this guy for 10 years." He wanted to ruin EDP's life. And guess what? EDP's dumbass fell for it. Like if there was a Facebook video, and I don't even know why he didn't like most Facebook people. They don't even pay attention to what the fuck's going on Facebook. You know what I mean?
No,
And it's
they
not
just look
really.
at funny videos and call it a day.
Yeah, if somebody did something on me on a platform that I'm not familiar with, then I ain't going to say shit. I ain't gonna say shit. Like I don't gotta dox your information. I don't gotta go after your family. I don't gotta put wanted posters on you. I just gotta move on with my day.
Yeah, I do feel you on that, man. I do feel
Like
you
he
on
said,
that.
"Oh, I can make 100 videos on EDP," but he keeps saying, "Keep my name out of your mouth." Like, who the fuck are you to tell me to run my fucking channel?
That's why I said to you, Butters. I hope you was listening to me when I said it. I was like, man, I don't know, dude. I don't know what he about. But if you want this smoke, keep going. But if you don't want this smoke, shut it down. So that's all I said. Like if this is what you want to do, man, you want to go down that road, you know, go for it. I'm gonna
Well,
support the
no,
channel.
that's not the only part of it. That is that it's just I'm just running my own platform. I don't need to be somebody's bitch. I'm not Code Raven. And Code Raven is a huge different story.
I get it. That's why I said whatever you do on your channel, I'm gonna support it. Even like I didn't care that when Fisk was commenting, I still put he a goofy on the slander when he said they go 2-15. He a goofy because I didn't care. In terms of the Bears, anything sports, I comment on that all day. That extra shit, I don't know nothing about that. So you gonna learn to know that I'm always gonna say it ain't none of my business.
Also,
You know,
also before real quick, he went into Raider Cousins like when I said Raider Cousin was a pedophile. I don't even know why it is not his problem. I if you look in the video, there is proof that Raider Cousin did screw with a underage woman. I left her name scribbled out for purposes I don't want anybody to go after her.
and on top of that, your channel get taken down.
Exactly.
That'll definitely get it taken down. You don't scribble out no name. You'll get hit up so bad.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Like that should if you look, it proves my point. And he said he never mentioned Fisk. Go look at the tweets, and he literally says, "Oh, look at these Fisk unit soldiers talking shit. Oh, when his channel gets down, Fisk's channel gets down, his blood is gonna be on your hands." I'm like, why is his blood gonna be on my hands? Like, what does Fisk have to do with this? It has everything to do with this. Like,
So
why?
is that officially how you started? Like you started off being one of his mods. So what? Was you there with him since the beginning, or what?
No, he knows I rock with Fisk, so he's
No,
gonna say
no, no.
he's going.
What I'm saying in terms of Fist Vegas. How long have you known him? Like, have you rocked with Fist since his channel started off at like 15 or 0, or was you
I
like
started. I
was you
started
there long
watching.
enough to
I started
go
watching
ahead?
Fist in 2013 when his first video I watched was him slandering the Packers when they lost to the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay, so that means
You knew him
you
for a
was on that
while.
when he had nobody. He had nobody then at the time.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know what type of subscribers he had in 2018. Back then, I just looked at his channel when he did that. He slandered the Packers when they lost to Josh Rosen. Me myself, I did that as well, which I wasn't a surprise to me at the time.
Okay, so you've been knowing Fist for several years, and because I know it takes several years to grow a channel. He got 7,000, so I say you probably was on his channel when he had somewhere between 500 to 1,000 at that time.
Yeah.
I would just say that, and so basically, you've been around for a minute with him, and then eventually you got some of the inspirations that he does, took some of that and mix it in with your own
You
style,
took some of his
and
music
that's
too.
how that went. Well, he knows
Yeah,
that. He knows what's
but
going on.
I needed some good background music. So the reason why I put in background music is because I don't want to make it boring sounding my voice and shit like that.
Hmm.
I try to make it more where my voice goes with the beat. Like I don't
Hmm.
like if I ever like talk and like there's no
Hmm.
audio, that
Hmm.
shit sounds
No,
boring.
okay, so you listen to yourself back already, and that's what made you choose to make that type of decision.
Right.
Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, you still trying to find yourself in this thing. So it's like
Right.
basically you doing everything he did, but you're doing it in your own way. And you grow, yeah, you felt like if you grew your channel that way in the beginning, and then switch it up to sports, and you'll just be able to take off running basically like he did, or was it just a different thing by the time you started doing your thing?
When I started doing my thing before the Fisk, me knowing Fisk, I just didn't do any videos. Like I really didn't. I only do like I did like I I only did like one rant video on the Bears, and that was when we lost to the Saints back in 2019 because I was really fucking pissed off. You know, if you go back where I throw the blame on like basically every single human being, including every single owner. So
Okay,
with that being
because
said,
okay,
I didn't get any views. The reason why I got views was because I slander, individuals like the Packers, and I do like basically what the Windy City production does with these hype videos. And if you go to my most
Yeah, he's gonna be
popular,
on. He's gonna be on the tape never lies today.
yeah,
the Windy City,
Yeah,
yep.
he's gonna be on tape never lies today with
with that with
draft Doctor Phil. Draft Doctor Phil.
oh, so with that being said, the reason why I mostly started hitting popular was because of this Vegas and everybody knowing who I am, and a lot of that with CG Bully.
You
That
were
uh,
like
that
Fist's right hand man.
no, Fist right hand man is Boogie.
Oh, Boogie. So you
Okay,
like
because
one of
I
his henchmen or something, or
back
you
back
like
in
him?
the day,
Yeah, if you guys don't know who Boogie is, apparently Fanboy called him an Uncle Tom and a racist for not liking Tom Brady.
oh, okay, so he a white guy and he had Uncle Tom and a Tom Brady. Okay, I get. Okay, I'm starting to see who Master at Work is. Okay, I'm starting to get a picture because I never really knew
I don't
nothing what
get
was
how could he be
going
an
on.
Uncle
I just
Tom if
jumped
he
in the
white?
deep water.
Yeah, one day
I
he
guess
is gonna
because
get, and I'll say this and I'll
so
say it again. One day he may not get jumped by me, but one day it's gonna happen.
yeah, somebody gonna whip his ass one day. He gonna threaten somebody.
Yeah,
It's not hard to find your IP address through your YouTube and trace that back to where you live and show up at your motherfucking
right,
crib and fuck you up. It's not hard to do. Anybody can do it. It's just getting rid of the evidence. It's a tough motherfucking part. Anybody
right,
can do it. So it's like that shit he talking is irrelevant. I wouldn't even pay his ass no attention because if you feed into that type of energy, you're gonna end up locked up because I already hear it in your voice when you said it before then. I see you in hell. You will blow his shit back in a second. So I'm
The
like,
the
you leave that shit alone, Mike. And I'm saying it by your
yeah,
real
yeah,
name. I'm
for
not even
real.
calling you Butters. Like real talk, Michael. Like don't even feed in the neck because you a fucker.
Don't feed into that.
I can hear it. I can hear it in your voice. You'll blow his ass back in a second. Like you wouldn't even
like
hesitate
trust
if
me,
he showed up on your
I
property.
would break the doors off of him if I wanted to.
That's what I'm
Like he
saying.
like
Like
he
don't even
like he's
feed
not
into that shit.
like he's not even that tough. Like realistic, bro, he's not that tough. I've
Cause you
seen
never
how
know, man. You could probably get a gun and probably shoot you or something. You might do
Right,
something
bitch
crazy like
ass
that.
niggas. It don't matter. Bitch ass niggas with a gun is the worst. They'll shoot you because
Yeah,
they
and
scared,
that's
not
probably
because they
him.
want
He's one
to.
of those types. He might,
They shoot.
because like when he
Yeah.
said that, like when he tried to threaten your family, I'm like, this guy sounds serious, man. I'm like, if I were you, I'm like, I'm just gonna like not talk to you.
bro,
I'm
he
not.
said the same thing to Laura Brunson's family. He said
Yeah, but
he literally said the same thing to Lord Brunson and his family when he threatened to shoot his kids and all that types of shit, and he never did. Uh,
yeah, but all I'm saying is, don't feed into it, and just allow him to
Just be
continue to talk
careful,
like
man.
that to
Just be
somebody
careful.
else. Because
Right.
right, that and plus he gonna say that shit to the wrong person, and then we're gonna hear about him in the news. So you don't even
Yeah,
have
about him
to.
getting shot and killed.
Right. So I would just be like, man, whatever, you're gonna get yours regardless because you're gonna say that shit to the wrong person.
What goes around comes around.
And I'm from and
Period.
I'm
You go
and I'm from Chicago. I know, like I know like Tyson would not last in my hometown. Like I live in Florida right now, but I'm just saying in my hometown, he would get his ass jumped by lots of gangs in Chicago.
Hell yeah, you would,
hey,
man. Get
we
jumped
all
by
from we
GDs,
all from the
bros,
city.
Blackstones, freaking vice lords. You'll get jumped by them.
I
No
actually
Yeah,
dared him to
bullshit.
come to.
so
I dared him to come to Chicago because I'm going to a Bungles game, and I said we'll see how you
okay,
last there because
Bengals.
yeah, I just never been to Soldier Field before. By the way, folks.
Me neither. I've always
Me
drove
too.
past there, never been there. I'm so pissed
I
off that
always
I didn't
drove
get the
past it
chance
too.
to go when Urlacher was there.
No,
I'm
I
so
actually
mad that I
did go
never
when I
got
was
a
like
chance.
4 years old, but that I don't remember too much. I went there like for a soccer game, but I never been to a
Damn.
Bears game.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
How
I've
many
been I've been to
like
soc.
I lasted
What
12 years. I've lasted 12 years in Chicago, and I moved to Florida. I'm like the longest member to stay
of your
to.
family?
He wouldn't last a day. Like in areas that you are from, you always have to watch your back because you don't know who the fuck is gonna mug you.
Yeah, I know. I know. If I live in the West Side, I live near the
I was
Austin
from
neighborhood. You always gotta watch your back.
Yeah,
I was
watch
just
your
over
back.
there. I was just
Oh, for
over there,
real, when?
Kofi, doing today. I was over. I was even further than that. I was all the way by
Were you by
Rugs. I was
Garfield
at
Park?
Rugs and More. I was past
Just
that. I was
every
at Rugs and More. I was all the way back in the Latin neighborhood. I was all the way past that in the back of the yards.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, I was on Whipple.
oh, Whipple Street. Okay.
This Yeah, I was on 47th and Whipple doing a job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Damn, I should have caught
I,
you, man.
yeah. I be out there working. That's why I be moving. I be moving around doing plumbing jobs, carpentry, all that
Oh,
shit.
okay. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
also you know that spy that I addressed in my last live stream. I removed his mod because my sources told me that he was spying. He was with the other person and was sent to spy on me.
Well, yeah. Giants Nation put a comment saying, "Damn, Butters actually took him off the mod." Who was it again?
It was the Nate person, the Taylor person with the goddamn blow microphone.
Okay, because I seen him be a mod at first, and then all of a sudden he was off, and then he was like, "Butters, why you block me?" I was like, "Damn, what the hell happened?"
If
Hell
you
no.
like, I have loyal supporters. If I find out you're a traitor, they are gonna. If they find out you betray me, they're gonna tell me. They're gonna tell
How
me.
can
They're gonna tell me
how can I
who.
become a mod?
Oh, I well,
I think he just chooses you.
yeah. The head of the table chooses who was his moderator. So
Yeah.
when I disowned him, I basically said, "Take off your clothes and get the fuck out of here." Sorry if that sounded
But
gay. Let me
Yeah,
stop.
that
no,
sounded
that's
kind of gay.
I would say okay. If it was a female, then I get it because I've been through that situation, like real
If it
life.
was a female,
Well,
I would take her clothes. I'll tell her to take her clothes off, and she was
no,
fine.
no, no, no. I'm talking about in the most. I'm talking about in the most disrespectful way. Like,
Okay, all right, yeah,
like, bitch, take that shit off that I bought you. Bye,
yeah, yeah.
bye. That's what Butter's saying. That's what he talking about.
Oh,
He did it like that. It came off wrong,
oh, yeah.
but that's what he was saying. He was talking about disrespectful girlfriend cheating on you. You call her with the nigga. You made her take off the lashes, the weave, the clothes, the nails, the shoes. Took all that shit and put all that shit up in your hand and walked off with it because you paid for it, type of shit. That's what Butters
Yeah.
talking about. That's how Butters did that nigga.
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
said take your clothes off and take the walk of shame.
That's basically what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying.
That's what I
Take
said.
the walk of shame.
That's what I'm saying. I just put it in a black person terms. What
Yeah,
somebody what I say in the
he's trying to get
streets.
me to. He's talking to me in black person, black person perspective.
Right, like that's like that's what you will see. That's what Butters was saying. Like ho,
Yeah,
take that shit off, bitch. I bought that. I made you this. I made
right.
you. Now I'm gonna take this away. Walk. Shit. Well, within the next few weeks or a month or however long it take before will you do it again? When I come back, make me a mod. I'm gonna be petty. There's too many times I wanted to block people and I couldn't. I was like, I would have blocked the so first comment disrespectful.
I'll block
You
that
on
master
five
at work
minutes.
guy.
Yeah, he's
You
not.
on
He's
5 minute
never coming.
timeout.
He's never coming on my platform. I promise you that.
I mean,
I get
when
it.
the fact that he threatened your family, I'm like, nah, you gotta get him out of here.
Yeah,
Nope.
the moment when he threatened my family, I just said, "Yeah, I'm not associating with you anymore." Like I don't care. I don't care if this is cool with you now. I don't care if they squash the beef. I do not care. I don't want any business with you whatsoever.
I get it. Cause got too personal. When it come down to sports and all that and channels and shit like that, I get it, but it's still not this serious because
Yeah.
if you make another one and you let everybody know, everyone go you let everybody in your Discord know if they real anyway, they gonna resubscribe to your channel and you're gonna be remoderated immediately. All you
Right.
gotta do is put out one video and just tell everybody to watch that shit all the way through twice. Boom. You
Yeah,
got the
and
4,000 hours and all that shit.
the fact that he
Yep.
said that he has a collaboration of videos of me and CEO talking shit about him. Like I even said in my video, I'm dying to see these fucking evidence, and I don't want to post it on Twitter. I want to post it on YouTube, where you don't have your little bot
It's a
social on you.
it's a handful of times that y'all went in on his ass, but the thing is, y'all never got too deep into it because, well, from the time that I was on there, I don't know between that. From the time I was on there, I would always say, "How the fuck do we get on talking about people? We supposed to be talking about sports." And then Giants Nation would be like, "That's Butters," and then
Shoot,
CEO
hell, this
would
was
be like,
supposed to be
"Oh,
talking about NBA.
right," and then that's
Now we
how
talking
that
about
shit got
this
into
guy,
it.
his shy. He said,
Right?
she said this.
That was because I jumped it off. That was my fault. I just wanted to know, what the hell
No,
was
it's all
going
good.
on.
Right. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
got confused, and it was
Right.
still in my brain. It still puzzled me how that shit went down. Because even my girl said something to me because she was watching the shit. She like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
She was like, man, see, motherfuckers, you need to stay about that shit. I said, I ain't say nothing when shit got into it. Cause I don't know what the fuck going on. I've been around for a month. This shit been going on for years. So that's why I was like, I don't know. But either way,
Jake,
I'm
this,
supporting you.
that he would not last a day in the streets of Chicago. I promise you that. I promise you that
Well,
he would not last a day in
with a
Chicago.
with a mouth like that, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't last in no era of Chicago.
Not even the
Shit,
safe side, which is sad.
shit, the safe side, shit, Mo, you got what you mean? You got when I say niggas, just understand, Michael. That means I'm including every people. That's not just black folks. It's every people that I call ignorant as hell, like called stupid as fuck. Like that's what I call niggas. Like so when I say that, just understand that's what I'm meaning by that. So this because some people might some people say I might think I might say it too much, but I'm meaning that because I'm describing a dumb motherfucker, and anybody can fit that, not just blacks. So that's why I'm saying that. Just let you know.
Hmm.
But anyways, what about
Anyway,
them
man,
Lakers?
Ben Wallace is in the Hall of Fame.
Right. That's what I was going to say. That's why I was like, how about them Lakers?
I was talking about him, and then Butters popped in, and he was talking about Tyson. I'm like, this is NBA content.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about
I
Jalen
seen the
Ramsey's
video.
punk ass talking shit.
I wanted to
We
talk
gonna
about.
get to him, man.
We're
Right,
gonna get to that. We're
let's
gonna
get
get
back
to
to the
that.
Hall
But
of
I wanted to
Fame.
talk about Ben Wallace, though, man.
Yeah, I was happy that he got in. I didn't know if he was gonna get in. That's the second guy that got in for straight defense. Well, third guy that I
Right,
know of.
and he was undrafted too.
Right. So that's Ben
That's
Wallace,
the
Dikembe
crazy part.
Mutombo, and Dennis Rodman
Mm-hmm.
that's in the Hall of Fame for
Mm-hmm.
straight defense, and two of them for straight blocking shots. Up next is
Right.
Alonzo Mourning, even though he used to score.
Mm-hmm. And this guy, he was undersized. He was like 6'7", 6'8", and he was freaking locking down Shaq in the finals. Like
Right,
there were
who
certain
is
games where he locked him
legitimately
down. Huh?
right when Shaq is legitimately 7'1" with shoes
Mm-hmm.
on, and
Mm-hmm.
weigh anything up from 325 to
To
340, no
370. Yeah,
360 in his prime. Right,
360.
370 in
Right.
his prime.
Mm-hmm.
Big nigga,
Right.
man.
He's
I'm
like,
happy to see
uh,
him here.
for real, man. I was really happy for him, like for real, because even the Detroit, like people were talking about like the Detroit Pistons, they didn't have no true superstar, on their team, man, and like in that '04 team, that was total team effort, man, total team effort, like
I think
from
the whole five gonna get in.
they have to, man, they have to, bro. You got to put Rasheed Wallace in. You got to put Chauncey Bill, of course, Chauncey Billups because he was known as the Big Shot, and who else?
Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun
Rip
Prince.
Hamilton, man. Right. Rip Hamilton, Rasheed Wallace, all them cats, man.
Yeah, no, I think the whole five got to go.
Right.
Tayshaun Prince might be the biggest question out of the bunch,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the whole five should go. But if anything, at least 4 out of 5 should go.
4 out of 5 should at
If I
least
had
go
to
to the
vote,
Hall of Fame.
right, if I had to vote
I
somebody
told.
off, it would be Tayshaun Prince.
But
So
Tayshaun Prince, he did make some key plays, especially in that Indiana Pacers series.
yeah, when he blocked the Reggie Miller shot, I
Mm-hmm.
still
When he
say to
blocked
this
his shot.
day, Reggie should have just dunked it.
Mm.
Should have just dunked it
He shouldn't have shot
because
that
that
shot.
Pacer,
He should have just went in.
yeah, said no, he should have. Oh, he did a layup instead of a dunk. He laid it off the glass because he ain't think nobody was
I thought it
behind
was
him.
a
And
shot.
Tayshaun Prince, no,
I
it
thought it
was a
was a shot.
layup, and
I probably have to rewatch it again.
Tayshaun
It's been so long.
Tayshaun Prince put that shit right off the glass, clean.
Mm-hmm.
It just left his hand. Tayshaun Prince
Oh, I think
engulfed
I
that
know what you're
bitch
talking
and
about
threw
because
that
he
bitch.
almost laid it in. He almost laid it in.
Yeah, and he took that bitch. Some people still
Mm-hmm.
think that's some people still feel like there was goaltending, but I still say to this day, Reggie Miller should have dunked it.
Right. Yeah, he
If
should
he'd have
have dunked.
slammed that
Yeah,
bitch,
because it almost went in too. It almost went in.
yeah.
Yep. Man,
So
that was a really
another
great series.
surprise. I was
Mm-hmm.
kind of surprised that Paul Pierce went in, but I do have to remember early in his career, that man was putting
Mm-hmm.
up like 34 a game.
Right. He was putting up numbers, man. He was putting like I remember that one game, like he put a 50%. I forgot what team it was. I think was it the Mavericks? It was like one game where he had like 50 points. I don't know exactly, but yeah, his earlier years, man, that guy was putting up numbers. He was putting up 20, 30 points per game, like
Yeah,
carrying the team
consistent. Even
consistently.
though it didn't translate to wins all the time, they still was finishing
Right. Because
17
Boston was still
wins.
ass at that time. They still sucked. He was carrying the team.
Right.
But when they brought
Yeah.
KG and then Ray Allen to the mix, that's when they like started winning. And then you had Doc Rivers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still can't get over the
Man.
fact that he had them hoes in his in his
No,
house.
you talking about it. Boy, that's what he wanted, man.
Yeah. Dude, man,
He
they
the
shouldn't have
truth.
fired him for that.
He the truth.
He's the truth, man. Come on, let him be him, man. Let him be the truth, man. Let him be the truth. And then who else? Chris Webber, of course, and then Chris Bosh. Them guys, they got into the Hall of Fame too.
Yeah, I seen it with Chris Bosh. I wasn't surprised with Chris Bosh. I wasn't surprised with him because he was such a dog early in his
Mm-hmm.
career. When he first got the dreads, that's when he was
Mm-hmm.
just killing.
Killing
It
it,
was
yeah.
just it was just too bad that him and Bart Yachty
Mm-hmm.
couldn't do nothing. Bart Yachty was terrible at defense, but he could fill it
Yeah,
up on
Bargnani
offense.
was terrible.
And they had at that time, what was his goddamn name? They point guard. Fuck,
Was it
he went to a few All Star games, and I was mad because
was it
I
Pargo?
felt like Kirk
No.
Heinrich should have been. No,
Um.
he was a European guy. I
Oh.
can't remember.
Hold on. I'm trying to
Go to
think of his name.
2006.
Yeah, I'm going to
He
like
was on
2006. Yeah.
2006, right? Because that's the year that Ben Gordon scored 21 and a half points per game, and I thought he should have went to the All Star game
Was it
over Joe Johnson.
Is it Andre Barrett?
Nuh-uh.
Hold on, I'm looking. I'm on Basketball Reference.
I don't know if,
Um,
matter of fact, I don't even know if he was
Mike
on the Raptors.
James.
He eventually, matter of fact, he probably played for the Raptors later. Like he probably have to go to like '08 or something
Oh,
like
okay.
that,
Hold on.
2009.
2008, 2009.
Yeah, because he was a
Oh,
good
is it
free throw
Calderon?
shooter.
Calderon?
Yes, Jose Calderon.
Jose Calderon. Yeah, Jose Calderon.
That's who it is. So like I couldn't believe that him, Bosh, Jose Calderon, and Barghati couldn't do nothing together. And,
Yeah, he
and,
came
and
in
at the time,
'06. He came in
right?
'06.
This what I was saying. He was there too. He eventually was a all star. I think he was an all star that year because I think he was over Kirk Heinrich.
Let me see.
I don't know for sure.
Um,
I don't think he was for sure, but I think he was
Hold
an all
on.
star one year when one of the Bulls players should have went. Luol Deng should have been an all star that year in '06.
Yeah, he should have.
But
No,
yeah,
no, he wasn't
back
an
to
All
Chris
Star.
Bosh. Okay, but back to Chris Bosh, he was a dog, but I was just so surprised that he couldn't do nothing with those three guys. And when he had
Right.
TJ Ford and all those guys with him, he
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of 3 point shooters surrounding him. It was like
You even had
everybody
Jalen,
could shoot the
Jalen,
three.
Jalen Rose too. Jalen Rose is on that team too.
Yeah, and everybody could shoot the
Couldn't do
three,
nothing.
but couldn't nobody play no fucking defense except Chris
Right,
Bosh
man.
because he was blocking everybody's shots then and grabbing like
Mm-hmm.
13, 14 boards a
13,
season.
14 rebounds. Yeah.
Yeah, and scoring like 25, 26, 27 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
Scoring between
Giving you
24 and
double
27
doubles.
every night. That's why I was like, so that's why I understand why he went to the Hall of Fame because the work he did before he went to Miami. Now what make him so great is that he sacrificed literally all his stats and everything just so he can
Mm-hmm.
take a back seat and just shoot corner threes and let Wade and
And play
James
key
do
defenses.
their fucking thing. Right. That's
He
all
played
he
key
did when he
defenses.
showed up.
Yeah.
This and
Especially the pick and
he
roll.
could
Like
have
sometimes uh LeBron James would be doing the pick and roll with Chris Bosh, and Chris Bosh would like be opening, like getting open, throwing shots for him, or getting LeBron James like open holes for him.
yeah. And that's what he sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
He just became a pick and pop guy. And good thing he
Pick
could
and
shoot the
pop.
three. He could
Yeah.
knock down the threes and deep shots. He would have been useless in it. But because of that,
Exactly.
his points dropped down to 10. If he was a guy that always handled the ball himself and drove to the cup and was one of the main guys, he could have also put up 20.
Hell yeah.
You know, if they'd have gave him a ball a little more, they all could have averaged 20. Just their points would have went down, and I guess they wasn't having it.
No.
Because I hope you know
And
Chris Bosh wasn't the first option. Carmelo Anthony
who?
was the first option.
Oh, to join the Heat.
Yes, with them, but he fucked up and signed a
That's how you
long
know
term
freaking
deal.
LeBron James is colluding.
Yeah, he fucked around and signed a long term deal with New York
Yeah.
because at the time, well, he was with the Nuggets at the time. He said they
Mm-hmm.
told him to sign a 3 year deal, and I think he signed a 5. And then at first too, they was gonna go to Chicago, but
Yeah, I remember that. Dwayne Wade was talking about it in an interview because he talked
right,
to, I believe it was Gar Forman and John Paxson about like how we want to bring I want to come to Chicago and also bring LeBron James, but that kind of fell out from I
right,
heard.
because of
Hmm.
right. That's what happened basically because of I guess what Garth Foreman didn't plan on paying enough money or whatnot to him.
Right.
So when they planned on going to the Heat because originally they was all just gonna go to the Heat. Of course,
Hmm.
Dwayne Wade had to go nowhere. We're just gonna be mellow at the 3, mellow at the 3, or at the 2, and LeBron at the 3 or the
Hmm.
4,
At the three,
and
yeah.
then either Wade was gonna play the 2 or the 1. Most likely,
Right.
it was gonna be LeBron at power forward, Melo at
Carmelo
shooting
at three.
guard. Wade,
Or shoot.
well, yeah, that's what I meant to say.
No, Wade would be shooting guard, right? Wade would have to be
Right,
shooting guard,
that's
and
what I
then
meant to say.
Melo. Yeah.
Melo to be the 3, and then whoever the point guard in the center. They was gonna be running a small lineup, but because
Right.
Melo signed that 5 year deal, you know, he was stuck
Hmm.
in Denver, and then boom, they got Bosh instead. Because if they didn't
Yeah.
get Bosh, because to tell you the truth, if Carlos Boozer would have never got hurt, they probably would have took Boozer. Because before Boozer got hurt, he was putting up 25 and 13 a game before
Utah.
he blew out his knee. Yeah,
Right. In
I
Utah,
couldn't
and
tell
that's
you
when he's
how
playing with
many
Deron
times. Oh
Williams.
my God, when Utah would play the Bulls, he would just. I mean, this nigga got 30 at half. I'm
He
like, what
freaking
the
torch
fuck?
us, man. But
I'm like, I'm.
this guy would torch us. But when he played for the Bulls, he wouldn't play no type of defense. He was kind of soft. It was just like, come on, dude.
Yeah, but he really didn't play defense in Utah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
it's
it was
true.
like after he blew out his knee, he couldn't move fast enough like he used to because he
Yeah,
used
it's
to getting
true.
buckets. Because I believe if he would have never blew out his knee, Utah would have resigned him.
Yeah.
But I still appreciate the 16-9 that he gave us this season.
Right, I know. Help us go 16, 60. Help us win 62 games.
Right,
He actually made a
man.
rap song
That's
about that.
man. I
yeah,
wish that team would have. I didn't know that. I wish that
he
team
made
would
a
have won
rap
a
song
ring.
about that. He made a rap song like we won 62 games. Like I'm like, bro, don't make no rap song. No, he can't rap. No.
Hell no. Who else went to
Yeah.
the Hall of Fame?
Chris Webber. Chris Webber is going to the Hall of Fame.
Okay, now that's a no brainer. The
Yeah.
work he did in Golden State and with the Kings is
Especially with the Kings,
excellent.
man. Like legendary.
If we all know if they didn't get robbed in Game 6, their
Yeah, in
1 year
2002 Western Conference Finals, man. If the freaking refs didn't cheat them,
they
they
would have
probably would have gone to the finals and
they
faced
would have
who is it? The Nets,
either the Nets or the Pacers.
the
I
Pacers.
think it was
Yeah,
the Nets. It was the Nets since
I think it
2002.
was the Nets. Yeah, they went to the finals that year.
Yeah, and they would have beat the Nets too, I believe.
And they would have had the championship that year because that team was so good, man. Like they had Mike Bibby, Vlade Divac, um, of course Chris Webber. Who else was on the team? Uh,
They had white chocolate.
oh yeah.
Uh,
Williams, Jason Williams.
yeah, they had Peja Stojakovic, Hito
Yeah,
Turgaloo.
Peja Stojakovic was a 3-point sniper,
They,
freaking
you know
sniper
they
from
had
three.
you know they had Hito Turgaloo too.
Yeah. They did
Yeah,
have Hito Turkoglu.
they had two people that was 6'11" that could knock down the three on that ass.
And they had Gerald Wallace too. They had Gerald Wallace on that team.
Yeah, super young Gerald Wallace.
Yeah,
I think
he's
Chris
like 20
Christie
years
was still
old.
on there. I think his name was Chris Christie. I don't know.
Yeah, Doug Christie. Doug Christie.
Yeah, Doug Christie. Okay, who the fuck is
Yup.
Chris Christie? I think that's a white boy basketball player or something. Shit, I don't know. I don't
No,
know
you
how
must
I
be
get
talking
that
about the
name.
football player. You must be talking,
Okay.
or no, Doug Flutie. You must be thinking of Doug Flutie. I'm sorry.
No, Chris. No, I said Chris Christie. I think that's a baseball player or
Oh,
something.
okay.
I can't remember where the hell I got that from. But
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you were
you
thinking
was
of Doug
right.
Flutie. My bad.
No, but yeah, Doug Christie. Yeah, that's who they had. Yeah, they had a squad. Mike Bibby.
Yeah, they had a real squad. Yeah, Mike Bibby was a dog too.
Man, yeah, that squad. Yeah, they definitely should. They got robbed badly.
They definitely got robbed. And
Who else got played? If you think about it, oh yeah, well, San Antonio played themselves in the finals. I couldn't
yeah,
believe they let Ray Allen get that three.
right.
I was like,
Are you
it's a
talking about
game
in oh
seven.
03,
It's over.
2003? Because I know the Spurs, they went to the finals in 03. And then who did they face
No,
in
I was
03?
talking about when they went against the Heat. I just had a flashback of it. Ray Allen
Oh,
knocking down that three.
2013?
Oh, yeah, on Tony Parker. I was like, oh yeah, it's a
Dude, you
game
remember that
seven.
series
Heat
in
won.
2013 when Nate Robinson went off? No, it was against the Brooklyn Nets,
The
bro.
Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
23 points in the fourth quarter.
in the fourth quarter, bro. I was
Time
like,
Michael Jordan record.
damn, he freaking went Jordan mode on them. I'm like, this dude
You know
just
what
scored
was
22
crazy?
points. Uh huh.
My I didn't have no antennas and none of that. All I did have was TVs to play the games on. So I listened to every game on the radio.
On the radio. Oh, damn.
Yep,
You
I
heard
listened to it on
who
ESPN
is it?
1000.
Stacy. Who was it? Stacy or Ozone 1000?
Yeah, it was on 1000. So I think it was Bill Winnington and somebody else. But they called the game. Nate Robinson. I heard the emotion, boy. I felt
Man,
like I was there. That Nate Robinson was
like you were in
scorching
the game.
their ass. Hell yeah, Joe Kim Noah had plantar fasciitis. I had plantar
Yeah,
fasciitis
I
that year
remember
too.
that. Yeah, he did.
Man, I had it that year around the same time. When I tell you, oh my God, boy, it felt like somebody
Hmm.
just got you just rub your feet across the nail real fast. Just go ahead and try it. That's how I feel. Just all of them in glass
Plantar
across your
fasciitis.
feet.
I bet it hurts. I bet it's painful.
Hell yeah, boy. And he's 7 feet tall. He way bigger than me, so I know he was in worse
Yeah,
pain.
definitely pain. Yeah,
Right?
because
He's
when you're
seven
that
feet
big, it's
tall.
like all that weight.
Yeah, 250, boy. Boy.
Yep. I tell you,
Good
man.
thing, Kofi, you ain't got big feet, because people with big feet is the ones that usually get that shit.
I got size 13 foot, so I got some big
Oh
feet.
damn, I didn't know that. Oh man,
Yeah.
you in trouble. You in trouble. You
Dude, I
right
was
in there
running
with us.
today, man. I was running today, man. It kind of hurt a little bit, but I was good.
Shit.
But yeah, man, that
Mm-hmm.
series, man. I thought we were gonna lose that too. Like because with Joakim Noah, we were dealing with some injuries that series.
Yeah, I know they went to a game seven.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh no, they should have let it. They should have never allowed it to go to a game seven.
To game
I was like, they
seven,
should have
yeah,
won in because they lost in Chicago. I thought it was over for them.
yeah. I thought it was over.
Then they stomped their
Because
ass out in
initially
Brooklyn.
we had the series. We really had it.
Yeah, up 3-2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We were up 3-2, and then they won Game 6. And when we came back to Chicago, Nate Robinson, I ain't having none of that. I ain't having none of
lit
that.
them up, and then
Lit
stole
them the
one game
hell
from the
up.
Heat. Stole game one.
Yeah,
Everybody was pissed off at Derrick Rose because he didn't want to come back at that time.
yeah.
The doctors fucked up, and and
Hmm.
and, and all it fucked around was that Luol Deng had bronchitis. They did something else and gave that nigga a spinal tap, fucked him up,
I
almost
swear,
killed
man, I
Luol
don't know
Deng.
what happened, but I'm thinking maybe the doctors had something in this, man. Like somebody was probably LeBron was bribing the doctors, like, "Hey, let's make sure D Rose don't come back. I don't want to face him."
Man, that nigga, I'm just saying, like, how you had that nigga Luol Deng have a spinal tap? You almost murdered that
Right,
man.
right. I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
he was
man.
done. They had number backups. I wasn't surprised that they lost 4 games to 1. I was just surprised that they won the first game.
Right. But man, that 2011 season, man, bro. I mean, I didn't know, but I thought it was gonna be like a little bit more competitive in that 2011 series when we faced the Heat.
It, you know what was crazy?
Hmm.
If you do all the scores total, the Bulls only
Hmm.
lost the game by 2 points. If you
In that
combine all
Eastern
the
Conference
scores,
series.
yeah, all five
Hmm.
games, I think the Bulls only lost by 2 points, 2 or 4
Right.
points or some shit like that total. That's how close all those games was, except for the
Dang, man.
first game, except for game one.
Hmm.
So the
Yeah,
last four
they
games that
blew
they
them the hell
lost,
out.
right?
I think they blew them out the first
So
game. Yeah.
right, and then that Oprah had her goddamn special and messed up the timing. Gave the Heat enough more time to collect their thoughts, and then boom, it was enough. It was over with. Now that year, that whole year when the Bulls went 62-20, that whole
Hmm.
year I was missing Ben Gordon. I was like, oh my God, if Ben Gordon was on this squad, D Rose wouldn't have to play so many minutes like this. He wouldn't have to score like that. He probably wouldn't have won MVP if Ben Gordon was there. But
Hmm.
if Ben Gordon was there and he had another score, they would have beat the
Hmm.
Heat because Ben Gordon,
Easily.
he he'll just go like, I want to score 40 in this quarter and score
Hmm.
40 in that quarter. That's what
Right.
Ben Gordon was capable of. He'll just be like, I'm
Hmm.
bored. Either though I'm 0 for 7, I want to put up 20 in this quarter. And he'll
20 in
just
this
do that
quarter.
shit. End up 7 for
Right.
7, knock down 4 threes, and then the rest of the time he at the free throw line and 3-and-1s. That's it.
Right.
Killing. And that's
Killing them,
what the
man.
Bulls missed. And that's what the Bulls missed in 2011. They missed that 20
Right.
points per game that Gordon gave. And I believe that D
And he
Rose
was like a
probably could have.
3-point sniper too.
Right. I think he still got the Bulls record, tied for the Bulls record for the most threes in a game with 9.
No, I
He did
think
that
what's his
in
name took what's his name broke that
what?
record. Zach Levine
Oh,
recently.
Zach Levine finally broke it. Okay.
Yeah, he had like 13 against the Charlotte Hornets. I
Ooh.
remember that game. Yep, that was a game
Okay.
winner. The
Okay.
13th, the 13th one came at a game winner. I
Oh.
remember that.
Okay. You
Hmm.
talking about the one that bounced around in a circle all around and shit and fell in at
Yeah,
the
all
end?
around, and then he came back, and then like he did like a fadeaway three in front of this one guy, and then he made it.
Okay. Okay. That was I seen that game on the news. I just didn't know. Damn,
Yeah,
I didn't know he knocked down 13 threes. Okay, then. So
yeah, he knocked
he
down
used to
13
hold the
three. He went
record.
off that. Yeah,
Well, he used to hold the record because he did it
yeah.
twice. He did it once in
Mm-hmm.
'06 and he did it once in '09.
Oh nine.
No,
Yep.
I think he did it 3 times, twice in '06 and once in '09. I
Yep.
have to look over it again, but I know for sure he did it twice then because I just kept looking in the newspaper. It say Ben Gordon 36 points, 9 for 9 from 3 point. You got a picture of him making an ugly face, holding up the 3 point sign, like, yeah, I'm nasty.
Right.
Had
Was
two
he? Did
two
he also play
photos.
in that series against Boston? Like he did
Yes,
against Boston, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
yeah, he did.
Against the defending champions. We took them all the way to Game 7 too.
Yeah, I think they did it. Then they do it. They did it 2 straight years. They played Boston twice, didn't they?
In '08, probably. I'm not too sure. I gotta look that up. It's been so long.
Or no, they played Boston and the first year. Then the second year they
No,
played the
'08,
Cavaliers.
'08, we missed the playoffs.
Yeah, I
It
know
was
they was
'09
33 and
that year.
49. Yeah, 33
Yeah,
and 49. Cause
'09 is when we faced them. We lost to
yeah,
them.
I did. Yeah, and then after that, the following year it was Cleveland. Because '08, because
Cleveland.
'07,
Yep.
'08 they was 49 and 33, and
Hmm.
then in 2008 they finished 33 and 49. The record was
Hmm.
reversed.
Yeah. In '10, we lost to like freaking Cavaliers, man.
Yeah, I remember that game. I got super drunk that game, every game. Now I laughed when LeBron dunked on what the hell is his name? I can't even remember his name. He's still playing the league now, but he got poked on so bad, so bad. I think his number
Is
was
it
16. I think he was number 16 at that time.
James Johnson? James Johnson. Yeah, James Johnson.
Yep. He slammed
Yep.
on James Johnson so bad and just roared in that nigga face. And James Johnson, all he can do is just look crazy. And I'm like, nigga, just sit down. Just sit down.
I think he even
I was
tried
like,
out for mixed martial arts. He tried to get into that.
no, he actually is a martial artist. Like he's been that's why
Oh,
niggas
okay.
don't be trying to fight him. He is a trained martial. He was a trained martial artist before he got in
Hmm.
the league.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
So
he's a black belt.
right, and I think he still practiced to this day.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with him.
it depends. Listen, people just gotta understand this. Not all martial arts can help you in a fight. Some of that shit is strictly discipline. And sometimes
Mm.
if you fight similar disciplines, you can match off well. But I'm gonna tell you
Hmm.
right now, most of those martial arts, if they went up against a boxer or a wrestler, they get dogged. Like I
Right.
swear to God, they get whooped. Or a mixed martial artist, someone that know multiple styles, that know
Like
dirty
MMA.
boxing, all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, they fuck them up straight
Yeah.
up. Like you can't just know no. Oh, I know Wing Chun. I'm a boxer.
Yeah.
I'm finna. While you trying to slap and all I gotta do is just reach around, straight kidney shot. It's a wrap. Now if they know Wing
Yeah. Just
Chun and they
punch you in
know
your
some
jaw. You're
MMA
done.
with it, right? They know Wing Chun and mixed with MMA, they can switch that up and fuck you up if they know what they
Hmm.
doing. Now if it's just like
Hmm.
Wing Chun or what you call that shit, what they call that soft ass shit they be doing.
G Kundo or something.
No, G Kundo can fuck you up if you person know what they doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like it's stationary.
Like I don't
It's
know.
like
It's like
stationary martial arts.
I don't know. It's like everybody be doing it in a group fucking class or some shit. Like they do it
Uh,
like in a group session and shit. You see a whole
is it
bunch
like
of goofy
like some type
motherfuckers.
of yoga, martial arts or
Yeah,
something? I don't know.
some shit like that. And
I don't
they
know.
think they can just go outside and do that shit to somebody. I'm like, boy, do you know? Like, man, have you ever been punched before? No. Your experience finna be real bad.
Yeah.
Hi, yeah, they just go bam. I'm like, oh,
Like
it's
where
over.
am I at? They're gonna wake up. I'm like, where the hell am I at? I'm like,
Yeah, right.
you just got knocked
You,
the fuck out.
yeah, that's if only how you gonna say that if you travel to the hospital and you check
Yeah.
in and you wait
And
three
you're like, where
days
am I
before they
at?
wake up, right? And you
Uh-huh.
spend the night for 3 days and wait for them to wake up by their bedside and scare the fuck out of them with that shit because that's only how they gonna wake up.
Right.
Shit. especially if they get hit by if they ain't never been punched in the face before.
Yeah.
Man, I feel sorry for you. Your lights finna get turned out quick. As soon as they touch that chin,
Right.
that brain gonna rattle. That brain gonna be like, "What is this?" Shut down.
Exactly. It's completely shut down. But
Because that's what your
man,
brain will
Mike
do.
Tyson, huh?
I said that's what your brain will do if you
Yeah,
especially
shut
ain't never
down.
been hit before.
But what Mike Tyson's punch? They said that his punch was almost like as strong as like if you kind of
A
fell
car
down like
accident.
two, yeah, like a car accident. That's how strong his punch is.
I think it's
So
1100 and I think
pounds per
1175
square inch or
pounds.
something. Yeah, almost
Yeah,
1,200. Mm-hmm.
yeah. A
So
car
just
accident
imagine
is
them
about
connecting on
1200.
your chin. Oh God,
Yeah, with no gloves.
no gloves, man.
And his prime and his youth, he just look at you and be like, "You hurt my mother. What are you talking about?" Bam. Kill your motherfucking ass.
Kill you, bro,
That's what,
man. Kill you
right.
in the
That's what
ring, man.
I'm surprised
You could be
nobody
like
died.
a Rocky villain, bro. Like you could be like a Rocky villain. That's how
They already
scary he
had
is.
one, Mr. T or Ivan Drago.
No,
Shit,
Ivan
Mr.
Drago ain't
T.
nothing compared to Mike Tyson, though, man. Mike Tyson's his own, like, man. Mike Tyson's like,
What you? I know he ain't nothing to Mike Tyson because that nigga was hitting
they would
three
have to let
thousand
Mike
pounds of
Tyson play
pressure.
himself. Like he has to play himself. I'm not saying like you can't like just make up a character. He would have to play himself. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but still, if Ivan hit him one time, Tyson is going down. Ain't no listen. The punches they taking in
Dude,
the
if
movie
freaking
is
Mike Tyson
exaggerated.
freaking punches Ivan Drago, he's done
Listen,
for.
listen. The punches they take in the movie is over exaggerated. Ivan
Mm-hmm.
Drago, before he took the extra steroids, already punched 2,400 pounds of pressure per square inch. That's
Mm-hmm.
double on what Mike Tyson punched. That's getting like ran over by a fucking Mack truck
Like a
with the
Mack truck.
wheels.
Oh,
That's getting ran
mm.
over with a Mack truck going 60 miles per hour.
You're already dead,
Now,
man.
right? So guess what? Once he took the other
I guess you're
steroids,
right. Yeah,
he was punching 3,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. Why you think when
that's kind
Rocky?
of
Why you
like,
think when Rocky? Right? Why you think when Rocky Five rolled around? Rocky was like, that nigga was shaking hard as hell. I think he broke
yeah,
something. Yeah.
yeah. He was shaking hard. I'm like, damn.
Right.
Yeah, nigga,
I
you broke
think
your jaw.
no, he fucked him up. That nigga brain, you seen his brain scan? That shit was hot. That nigga
Yeah.
hot as hell.
Shoot,
His
even
brain
Sylvester
was
Stallone still freaking is messed up from that. Probably doing that that
now,
movie.
Sylvester so right because remember Dolph Lundgren actually punched him for real one time and sent that nigga to the hospital and almost killed him.
Man,
I
can you
don't know if you
imagine if
knew that
Dolph
or not.
Lundgren? Can you imagine if Dolph Lundgren actually became a boxer? That would be pretty scary.
He a martial artist. He used to do kempo and all that shit.
No, I didn't. I know
Yeah,
he was smart. I know he went to MIT though. That's what I know.
yeah, yeah. He's legitimately 6'5", and his prime was like without before Rocky he was like 220. When he did Rocky,
Mm,
he got up to like 245,
260.
250.
I thought he got up to
Yeah, so
260. Yeah.
right, so that's what I'm saying. And he really hit that nigga one time in the first round and almost
Hmm.
killed him. They had to stop filming for like 2 months. That nigga,
Damn.
so he can
He
hit
was really
pretty fucking
strong.
hard himself. Right. So he was really Ivan Drago. Like if imagine if he 3,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. Tyson
Yeah, he
gonna
wouldn't
fuck him
survive
up,
that punch.
right.
He wouldn't
But once
survive. I'm
he hit
sorry.
just one solid punch, that's motherfucking. I'm
That's
pretty
a
sure.
life.
I'm pretty sure Deontay Wilder probably punched like 1,400 pounds of pressure. per square inch,
Not no
somewhere
damn
around there.
freaking 3,000.
Right, right. That's what I'm saying. And when Deontay Wilder hit niggas, they be dying. They look like they passed away. Imagine if
Right.
Ivan
And not
Drago hit some. Imagine Ivan Drago hit somebody solid like Deontay Wilder hit any of
it'll
his
be like
opponents.
freaking One Punch Man. You ever seen One Punch Man?
Yes, they
It'll be
gonna
like that.
they whole
Boom! Their whole body explodes.
right after the first fight. Nobody
He'd
is
be
gonna
like,
fight him again.
damn, he freaking died after I punched him once.
No one is, and you think somebody, and you think Mike Tyson is
Oh
gonna be,
man.
and you think Mike Tyson gonna get in the ring with him. Now you,
Oh,
now
freaking,
you
he
see
won't
the
get in the ring
logic
with
of
One
it.
Punch Man. That's for damn sure. One Punch Man will freaking blow him up.
Shit, that's why Ivan Drago would be in reality. One punch man
One
hit
Punch
one
Man.
person, hit him so hard they motherfucking head twist around and snap. You witness a
Right.
murder. So after the first murder, no one's gonna fight him again. They're gonna be like,
No
no
one's gonna
sir.
fight him ever again. Right.
Matter of fact,
And
they go. He not
I'm
even gonna
still
make it.
waiting for season 3 One Punch Man. I'm still waiting for season 3.
He not even gonna. Matter of fact, he not even gonna make it to the fight because they gonna test him for the steroids. They're gonna be like, damn, dude, you taking horse steroids. Now you can't
Right.
fight.
You can't fight, man. You know how they had
Hell
him in the
no, you
lab
can't.
too, man. They had him in the lab.
Right. That's why. That's why they said exhibition. With an exhibition, ain't no drug testing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Man, dude.
that's why I was like, yeah. But then you fight in Russia, ain't no drug testing. That's why you can't fight in the United States. Boy, they would have tested that nigga. That nigga when he made it to the fight, fail
He wouldn't even
immediately.
made it
Get
to
your
the fight.
right. Get that shit up out of here.
Yeah.
Hell
And with you,
no.
I know you were a professional. You just became a pro, right? Like you're a professional fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, when did you just turn pro recently, or how did that work
I
out?
I originally turned professional in 2018, but I was
Mhm.
supposed to fight in June of 2018.
Oh, okay. Was it
But
after that
before
Golden
then,
Gloves championship?
yeah, it was like a few months after it because the Golden Gloves happened in March. And
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
was supposed to turn pro in June, but it was something wrong with my eye. Now the doctors didn't know
Oh,
what it
okay.
was. And the
Mm-hmm.
doctor originally before he discovered that said, oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
you got some of the best vision I've seen in 20 years. You got like something like 40/20 vision or something like that. Like you can
I'm like,
see
what the
20
hell
feet
is that?
farther. Right. He said
Mm-hmm.
I can see 20 feet farther than a regular than the average person. So
Damn.
I was like, oh, okay, that's good. Then after that, he seen the thing in my eye. He was like, man, you
Dude, we're
can't
gonna have to
fight
make
if
you a
you get
quarterback.
hit in
Screw
your eye.
boxing. Make you a freaking
Probably.
quarterback.
Should I be ready for it too? Shit.
Freaking torching the
But
Packers.
I lose every game, but I always beat the Packers.
Right. That's all I care about. I will lose every game. As long as I beat the Packers, I'm fine.
Swear to God. But
I'm
basically
sorry, what were
after
you saying? Uh-huh.
but after that, you know, I basically retired for a while because he said
Mm-hmm.
if I fight it, if I get hit in my eye again, I go
Mm-hmm.
blind. But he didn't know
Oh,
exactly what
damn.
it was. So
Mm-hmm.
for a minute, I retired from boxing. I just stopped fighting completely. Gave
Oh,
coach
damn.
my gear so that people can use it at the gym and all
Mm-hmm.
the above. And I just basically stopped fighting. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna make another appointment. I'm gonna go to this other doctor, this retina doctor,
Get a second
and
opinion.
he right, and he found out what it was, which is something common. He said I forgot the name of it, but he said basically it could have either came from boxing or it could have came from when you was younger. And I was like, and then I had a flashback to what it was. I was like, I know what it
When you're
is.
like 2 years old.
Now I was like 7 or 8. I was fucking with my brother when he was asleep, tickled
Oh,
his feet,
okay.
and he kicked me so motherfucking hard in my eye. He
Oh
bust a
yeah.
big ass blood vessel in my eye. You know when your blood vessel busts and your blood just leak out and you can see it all around the
Leak out
eye.
of your eye. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Right, it was like that, and it took a long time to heal. And the doctor said it probably would never heal all the way, and then that was just the end of it. No one spoke
Mm,
about it again, and then it came up all
yeah.
these years later, and then he said what it was. And the second opinion came, I was able to fight, and I still didn't come back and fight for like a year
A
and
year.
maybe 4 months, and then
Mm-hmm.
I just jumped back in. Right, it was 2018. I didn't start training again until I stopped training June 2018, but I didn't start training again until September of 2019, and the fight was in
Mm-hmm.
December. And then I trained from September to December, and I went from 196 pounds to 149 to
Damn.
weigh in, and then right, and then rehydrated back to 168 pounds for the fight, the day of the fight, and fought at 154, and I just beat the shit out of dude. The fight is on YouTube, actually, it's on the page.
Is it was it Vince Randall, that guy?
Yeah, I
Okay.
fought him twice. I fought him twice now. I fought him once in the amateurs, which that fight is
Mm-hmm.
on my page too. And then I fought him in the
Right.
pros, which he didn't even recognize me because when I fought him in the amateurs, I was actually bigger. I fought at
Mm.
165 in the amateurs,
Mm-hmm.
so I was more
And you
beefed
fought him
up
again
in
at
the
like what,
amateurs.
154?
Yep, and the pros. He didn't know I can get that small.
Oh.
See, a lot of people didn't know I can shrink all the way down to 147. They thought at max I can drop down to 160. They didn't know I can drop down to 154 and 147 and
Mm-hmm.
all that. So yeah,
Damn,
and
man.
I can beef up to 160 and 168 and 175. I can beef up to those sizes if I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to.
So you're like a light. You can get up to like light heavyweight at like a
Yeah,
max or what?
yeah, that's the max I can get up to is 175 light heavyweight,
Oh, okay.
and the smallest I can get down to is welterweight, which
Welterweight.
I would be, which at welterweight, I'm a big ass welterweight at being 6'1", 6'2".
And that's like 147.
Yeah, most of those guys are like 5'7", 5'8", max. Some of the
Yeah.
well, most of those, the biggest guy you might see at 147 usually is 5'10".
Yeah.
Most of those guys is like 5'6", 5'5", 5'7". Got a 6'1", 6'2" step in there with them. Immediately they know they got to get in. But the difference is I can fight close. I used to be
Mm-hmm.
short for a long time. I ain't get a growth spurt until 8th grade. I used to be a boy. If you saw me 7th grade and down, you'd be like, God damn, boy, you fucking midget.
You ever
I
see
was
CJ
just short.
McCollum, bro? When he was even in high school,
Yeah, little as hell. This,
he was little as
but
hell in high school, and then he had like a growth spurt.
I,
I think his junior or senior year.
yeah. See, I was little, but I had still had the long arms and the big hands and the big feet. I just wasn't
Mm-hmm.
tall.
Yeah.
Shit, that's what that was. But
But you know,
yeah,
freaking
man.
Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns, I think he was like a lightweight, but he was tall too.
Yeah, he was
Tommy Hearns
welterweight.
was like 6'2", 6'3". Yeah, he was like
Yeah,
your
six
size.
bigger than me. He was taller,
Yeah, yeah.
but
And
he got
he
bigger
was
because
tall. He was a welterweight. He had the he had the range. It's just that he was just kind of small, like in terms of weight, like mass.
yeah, but he honestly he was probably naturally a middleweight, and
Hmm.
he stayed at 147 as long as he can. Because some guys, when you get older, you don't have the drive to get that small again. Like you
Hmm.
can't keep doing that shit because
You
you
can't
don't
keep it up.
feel like right. You can't keep that shit up. So then that's
Right.
when some guys go from 147 to 154 because it's a little easier for them,
Hmm.
And now they know they fighting bigger guys, but they actually bigger than 154. They really supposed to be fighting 160, 168, but they fighting smaller guys.
Right.
That's how a lot of those guys win a lot of championships. That's how a
Hmm.
lot of guys start off in a fight game. They shrink the smallest that they can.
Hmm.
Really is outmatching all these guys because they way bigger than them naturally. Whoop them,
Hmm.
take every belt in the motherfucking division that they can before they
Right.
can't really make that weight no more. Then
Make that weight
eventually,
right.
right, and then give up them belts, move up in weight, or keep them belts for a while, move up in weight, whoop somebody, fight maybe one or two more fights at the smaller weight class, then relinquish them belts after you win enough of the other belts. Then once you dominate that division, because now you can't handle staying in that weight class no more, you move up to the next division and you keep moving up until you in your real division. But by the time most of those guys do that, they already old,
Yeah.
or they move up to that division because they can't make the weight at the smaller weight no more. They can't do it no more
They
because they
can't do
too
it no
damn
more.
old to do it. Right? They burnt out. So it's different
So my
ways to go
question is,
about it.
how do you like handle like being a professional fighter, but at the same time, you got a job and everything, man. Like, how does that daily routine work out for you, bro?
Uh man, it's struggle,
Because you got to
because
work out every day.
yeah, and I usually work out twice a day. Even when my coach want me to only work out once a day, I still come in at nighttime.
Hmm.
It might be like this. He come pick me up around 5, and even then, I still don't go to sleep until like 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning anyway.
Yeah.
I can't sleep. I hate sleeping early. I can't stand it. But I get up at 5.
Hmm.
Then, starting off, I'm gonna be in the gym, hitting the bags. Working, get my endurance back up. I got to do my 200
You got to
push-ups
do like
one
three
day.
miles, 3 miles,
No, no, 6 miles.
6 miles. Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. Do 6 miles. Ain't no 3 miles. Ain't no two. Ain't no starting off. Once I start running, it's 6 miles. Yeah,
Hmm.
and it's gonna hurt. I can do it
I
because my
bet.
muscle memory gonna kick in like that, and I'm just gonna
Hmm.
all I'm gonna do is just blank out basically, go into autopilot. That's what I call it. And then I just be gone. I just be
Hmm.
gone and just gone. But when I do go back, I'm gonna document some of it. I'm gonna put some of it on YouTube so everyone can see that shit. But to answer your
I just wonder,
question,
like
actually,
heavyweights. I just wonder, like heavyweights, like Tyson Fury. Like the guy doesn't look like he's in shape, but he's in shape. But like, I'm like, how the heck does he do it?
he
Because with
just
me,
he,
yeah. Go ahead.
he's naturally bigger than that. You seen what happened when he didn't work out? He blew up to 400 pounds.
Yeah,
A
he
guy
did.
that's the size that he would probably actually be.
Hmm.
Now he's cutting weight. He's 275 in shape,
Right.
250, 253, somewhere around there between 275, which I say is too big for him, but he get down to about 250. He's in tremendous shape because remember he dropped 150 pounds.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That man,
Hmm.
if he didn't work out, he'd be 400 pounds, 450 pounds, because he is 6'9".
Hmm.
So that'd be his natural weight. Obese, big as hell.
Right. He'll be obese. He'll freaking be like
But
freaking Viscera from WWE.
basically, but to answer your first question, a question about how do I
How do you handle that
maneuver
schedule?
there,
Yeah.
man, you don't handle it. You just deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, you hope that your boss understand and work the schedule around with you. You know, luckily I had bosses that have worked around with me, and I leave 30 minutes early from work to make it to the gym, get picked up.
Yeah.
I get dropped off early so I can hop in the shower and get myself together, and then boom, I'm off to the races. I'm back
Cause
training.
with me,
Train for two, three
I'm
hours.
recently because the reason I'm asking because I'm recently getting into amateur boxing as well, and I'm training with this guy named George. I go to the Garfield boxing the Garfield parking that Gold Dome. I'm pretty sure you're
I know.
familiar with the Gold Dome.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this guy. His name is George. He's a world renowned trainer. So I've been training for him this past couple weeks.
So, man, it's no other way to prepare for it. You just have to fit that in your schedule. Matter of fact, the simple
Yeah,
way to put it, the more and more you fit boxing in your schedule, the more and more you have to relinquish other stuff that is less important in your schedule and
less
some
important.
things that
Yeah,
are more important in your schedule. You have to,
yeah,
it's not just the unimportant, it's just the important stuff that you're going to have to relinquish for a while. You have to cut
yeah.
back on,
It's a
if you
lot of
got a
sacrifice.
girlfriend,
That's for real.
right?
It's a lot of
If
sacrifice
you
you
got
got
a,
to make.
if you, right, if you got a girlfriend and you first starting to trying to build your wind up and all that and get yourself super strong, guess what? You can't be fucking like that. If you
Right.
training for a fight, you can't be fucking really at all. You know.
Yeah.
Now some people might say, "Oh, that's bullshit. Mike Tyson fucked the whole motherfucking time." Yeah, but Mike Tyson waited. Mike Tyson didn't fuck for 6 weeks. When it was time to really dig in and train for the fight, he didn't fuck for 6 weeks. And guess what? Because of that, he didn't have the stamina to last 10, 11, 12 rounds consistent. If he would have trained 10 weeks, 12 weeks without it, that made a difference. But because he was so explosive, it didn't make a goddamn
Hmm.
difference. They was gone in the first round any goddamn. So, but going back to the point, basically, man, the more you do that stuff, man, the more you're gonna have to sacrifice because that's that one sport that demands your attention,
Hmm. Yeah.
and and you become a slave to that sport if you become serious in it because
Hmm.
it holds no prisoners. Relationships can end because you more boxing, you more focused on your boxing or your girl because you doing what you feel like you got to do to make it or whatever. If you choose to go that route, but you just say you just amateur boxing. So if you decide to take this
Yeah.
serious and more serious this train, that's when you're gonna
Hmm.
have to cut certain shit out of your life. That's only how you be able to fit it into your schedule or cut
Yeah.
stuff down. Stuff got to
Yeah.
be minimum. Like you can't go out drinking and all that shit and expect to be training hard and shit. That shit gonna blow through your pores and your trainer gonna smell it like, damn, nigga, you been drinking a lot, haven't you? All that shit. Right. That shit gonna be
Yeah.
rough. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This one dude that he used to show up to the gym after, after
Smell
drinking.
like
He
alcohol.
sweater guys stinking. I'm like,
Straight alcohol.
ugh. He was cool as fuck too. Like, don't get me
Right.
wrong, this nigga, like, I'm only I don't even know if he's still training again or not, but he cool as fuck. I don't know if he
Yeah.
stopped drinking or not, but that nigga would drink so much the night
Hmm.
before or whatever. He show up, that nigga. Soon as he started
He's
training, I'm like,
gone.
even if he took a shower,
Hmm.
soon as yes, soon as he starts sweating, it's a wrap.
Hmm.
I'm like, damn, nigga.
Damn. This nigga already gone.
Right, I'm like, damn, this nigga stink. But but they ain't take away he was cool. You know, he didn't smell like that before. It was just only time he did that when he drank a lot. If he didn't
Oh, when
drink,
he's drinking a lot.
when he didn't drink, you didn't smell it. You didn't
Right.
smell him at
When he's
all.
drinking, you definitely smelled it.
Right. You smell all that liquor coming through the pores. That's what I'm saying. Like you won't be you can't just be you gotta cut that down if you do that a lot. All this shit. You know. I'm used to fucking smoking and shit.
Hmm.
So that's why I can just run through a lot of shit. But I know when it's game time, like 2, 3 months left or a month left, I cut all this shit off. And by that
Yeah.
time, my wind be built back up so damn strong to a point I be running through people. I
Hmm.
be training with my teammates doing 16 rounds straight. Then go to Chicago to shit. I can't. Goddamn, I can't. Chicago's gym. Chicago. What I can't remember what the exact name of it, but shit. The
Well,
dude in
I
the
gotta
Hall of.
figure out what gym to go to because this guy he said he's gonna retire by the June 30th. So
So what they gonna shut it down?
yeah, like he said he's just gonna shut it down after the 30th in June.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
It's because of this whole COVID issue thing. That's why.
I guess he ain't got enough money. You know, ain't enough people paying to go
Yeah.
there or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So like he said he's after the 30th, he said he's only gonna be strictly just training his professional fighters because he has 5 professional fighters he's training under.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Is there anywhere
that's
else
what
close
that's
by?
what. Oh, the one I know is one near 31st in California, near that correctional facility. There's some boxing. There's a one boxing gym over there, but other than that, I don't know any other ones. I'm still trying to like do some research.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, just fit it. You just got to make it fit. That's all I ask. It's gonna be fit into your schedule.
But I also saw this video um of freaking what's his name, like one of that YouTuber who's gonna fight Floyd Mayweather, that Paul brother, Logan Paul.
Uh, yeah, Logan.
Yeah, that guy, man, like, dude, my gosh, he cannot box. He cannot box
Uh,
at all.
No, he can't. He probably can. That's why I said he can't box, but he. I was saying that to a few people. Like he can't box, but he most likely can punch. But
He
he
can
probably
hit,
can.
yeah, definitely can pack a hit, but like in terms of like his technique, like this one other guy he was fighting, he wasn't putting his hands up. Like he was just taunting him, like he wasn't taking him seriously. And like when he like punches, sometimes he kind of grabs him and then like punches him.
Yeah, I know that, which is illegal.
Yeah. I'm like, if you fight Floyd Mayweather, this guy who's actually one of the greatest, he's not just a professional boxer. This guy's one of the greatest boxers of all time. You're gonna get in the ring with an actual boxer. What do you think he's gonna do to you when he gets into the ring, man? Like, it's gonna be ugly for you. It's not like that fight with Jake Paul when he was fighting that Ben Askren guy. He was an MMA fighter. He wasn't a boxer. You're actually gonna get into the ring with a boxer, you know. So I think he's on mute. Yo, hello. I think he's on mute.
Damn, my phone started acting up and it just froze on me, and I couldn't
No, for
take this
real.
damn thing off. Hell yeah, I'm trying to answer you, and I look down, it's muted.
Oh,
I'm like, that's why I ain't talking.
I was like, hello. Like,
Because when you say it, because before that, I'm just talking when you I'm just agreeing
Mm-hmm.
and everything, not knowing that it's
Yeah.
muted. And then when you like hello, I'm like, what you mean hello? Oh damn. I'm like, oh damn, I'm muted like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you were muted. What were you trying to say, bro?
No, I was just basically agreeing with everything you were saying.
Oh, okay.
and then after that, I didn't know that I was muted. And then my phone just froze on me. I'm like, ain't this about a bitch?
Right. But yeah, man, you're gonna go up against freaking Floyd Mayweather, man. He just ain't no regular boxer. He's
No,
one of
he
the
not.
greatest. One of the greatest boxers, man.
The only chance he got is that he throw a punch with all he got and he landed on
Hmm.
Floyd. I had to explain
Right.
it to CEO and the other
Or at least
guys.
make it to the whole, make it, or at least make it through the whole fight.
No, I'm just talking about just to win, period. He gonna have
Oh,
to
the win.
land
Oh,
one
just
big
win.
shot.
Period.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gonna have to land one big shot because he's so much bigger than Floyd. Naturally, he can
Yeah.
knock him out because just because he's bigger than him. And I had to explain that to CEO and Giants Nation. They was like, you capping. I said, no, nigga. I was like, you telling me that I wouldn't be able to knock no I wouldn't be able to knock Floyd out. No, I said I'm way bigger than him. That's the only chance I got against him.
Right.
Just like if I find somebody that's 300 pounds, that dude ain't gonna be able to hit me. I'm too
Hmm.
fast. But if I stand in
Right.
front of him and he land a punch, that 300 pounds is 300 pounds. It's a
That's a
wrap.
lot of force.
I'm right. Gonna break me right. He go one punch man my ass. Hit me.
Boom!
Right on everything. It's over.
It's gonna be like fatality.
Right. He don't even know. He don't even have to know how to fight really. All he got to
Yeah.
do is swing with all his might.
Right. That'd be like freaking Big Show punching you. Boom.
Right. But Big Show know how to fight. Imagine Big Show hit swinging for the fence and said he don't know how to fight. That's most scarier. He
That's
just
more scarier.
he
But
scream at the top of his lungs
it's
and
still
swing on
scary.
your ass.
It's even now. I'll say it's even scary as hell that he can fight because he's already big, and just imagine him using all his force, just put it connecting on your chin.
Man, think I would die. I just think I would die. That's all.
I would die too.
Like, should I? I'm not big enough to take a shot like
Yeah.
that. I'm not big enough to take some shit like that. I said that nigga hit me so hard, my neck gonna turn, boy. And it's gonna be
Dude, he
over.
doesn't even have to punch you that hard. Like he could just like do like a simple punch and knock you out.
Nah, I ain't that soft. He hit me with a simple punch. I'm gonna hit his ass back.
Uh,
You better cock back. I'm about to say, ain't
probably cock
nobody
back.
just gonna hit me with. Ain't nobody gonna hit me
Yeah.
with no simple punch and I'm gonna
You
fall.
just hope and pray he doesn't hit you like that. You know. God.
I'm not even gonna be in this situation. As soon as I see that
Right.
nigga, oh shit, the
I'm
big
turning the other
shot.
way.
Now I'm giving that nigga a hug. I'm like, oh shit, that nigga, I've been watching you since I was 5, nigga. I
Yup.
shit, turn that situation around real quick.
Right.
I'm drunk. I'm a big fan. I'm just drunk. Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
Don't hit me, bro. Don't hit me.
Like, fam, I saw the tape when you had hell in your head. You hurt that guy. Don't hit me like that. Don't hit
Yeah,
me at
when you were
all.
the
Oh,
giant man, when you're the freaking giant with NWO.
right. Matter of fact, I don't even know if that was. I don't even know then because I think that was. I don't know if that was like
Because he used to be a
95
part of
or
NWO.
96.
He used
Yeah,
to be
but
a
I
part
think
of
that was like
NWO.
I think that was in like
It was like the late
97,
90s.
98.
It was like late
Yeah,
90s.
97, 98.
98,
I
yep.
think I,
Yep.
I think when he got locked up, that was like 95, 96.
Hmm.
when he was like
Wait, that's when he
23,
got locked
24
up in
years old.
'96.
Yeah, he was young. He was like
What the
24.
hell did he do?
That's when he knocked the shit out of dude in the
Oh
bar.
yeah. He killed this guy. Like he nearly killed this guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, with just one punch. He broke him off real
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I remember. Yeah, that's true.
I
Yeah,
never understood. I was like, why would you walk up to somebody, even if wrestling is fake in your eyes, why would you walk up to somebody that big and
hmm
start talking shit? Like his hands
that's like
legitimately.
poking the bear. You're poking a
Nah,
grizzly bear.
boy, that's like poking Snorlax, nigga. That nigga big as fuck. Like, and
To me, it's like
Snorlax
messing
just
with the
get
polar bear.
well, Snorlax get mad and just roll on your ass type of shit. That's what Mitchell did. He just bam, just and dude like he hit dude and then dude disappeared off camera. You gotta watch that shit, dude. All you see is
I
he
haven't
hit
seen
dude,
that, but I heard about
dude
it.
feet,
Yeah,
dude feet fly in the air, and he disappear off camera. And that's it. You just see Big Show just looking at him. That's it.
he did. He punched him like what freaking Debo did that one dude on Friday.
Yeah, but imagine it in fast motion, just bam, and he just glitched on the floor. It was like a glitch. He bam, and he
Damn,
disappeared.
damn.
Swear to God, fat as a got him right up. I just shook my head. I ain't see it either until I was grown. I was like, why? In his prime,
Right.
I know in his prime he probably legitimately
He was
7
like
foot at
around
that time.
390, 400 in his prime.
Right. I'm like, and we all, man, like I said, the man got baseball mittens for hands. His hands probably bigger than Brock Lesnar's hands, and his shit had to
Hell
be
yeah.
specially made. Right. So if his hands bigger than Brock's, and Brock's had to
hmm
have specially made gloves, what like I don't know. I never saw the idiocracy in that. Like oh yeah, like this nigga like 6 feet tall, 170 pounds. But I'm finna talk crazy to this nigga that's 7 feet. Well, some people probably believe wrestling real at that time, so they probably think this nigga really 7'4", 540 pounds, and you finna walk up on this nigga that's 14 inches taller than you, got
hmm
400 pounds over you, and you gonna talk shit to this nigga. Like, oh, you're a bitch. Oh, yeah.
We're gonna find out real quickly who the bitch is gonna be.
Man. As soon as he said it, that should have been immediately followed by sorry, and I was playing. Don't kill me.
Yeah,
Like,
I
yeah,
wouldn't want to let him touch me and like, nope. I would just say,
I want to let him.
sorry. I would have got on my knees.
I want to let him hit me now.
You said what?
I wouldn't let him hit me now.
Yeah, exactly. Just let him. Just just get on your knees. Let him show mercy on you.
I ain't, man. He ain't even giving a chance. I ain't getting on shit. I'm gone. I ain't getting no shit. Fuck. Getting on your knees, give him an opportunity to hit you. Fuck you talking about? I'm
Yeah,
gone.
yeah,
You gonna have
yeah.
to
Let's
catch me.
probably just run.
I'm not getting on shit. I'm out of here. I'm
I just,
skedaddle.
I would just hope if I was in prison, I would have wanted him to be like my bunkmate.
Oh man, you getting deep, man. You getting too deep.
I'm sorry.
You
I
getting,
know I am getting too deep.
like, oh man, you getting deep. You getting super deep in this
Because when
scenario.
you said that, I used to watch this show.
There's
I used to
no
watch this
escape.
show called huh?
You're talking about no escape, huh? You just
No
bunking with
escape,
you just all fucked up,
just
huh?
behind bars.
Right, like you got to kill that nigga. You have to, and you can't suffocate him
You better
because
hope
he's
you
too
have a
big and
shank
too
though.
strong.
You
No,
better
you
hope you
can't.
have a
No,
shank.
you can't have no shank. A shank ain't gonna do enough. You gotta have a gun. Just tie his ass down. Soon as he What you mean? Like ain't no Shango. You think what
Hell
you gonna
no.
do? Stab him? As soon as you stab him, he getting right up. He gonna break
Right.
your shit right off. He gonna take that shank and shove it right up your ass and fuck you all the way up. Boy, you not even, they not even, what you think, man, Jeffrey Epstein
Hell
didn't kill
no.
himself, but they gonna know damn well you ain't kill yourself. They gonna when they see your body fucked up, like
You
now
might
Kofi
have to
Heming
kill
did not
yourself.
they gonna be like, now Kofi Heming did not kill himself. So that was who was he who was his bunkmate? Oh, his bunkmate was 7'1", 490 pound Paul White. Like, oh yeah, that nigga definitely did
He
it.
definitely
All
did
right.
that.
Right. Ain't no what? Talking about damn, you want to get deep like that in the jail. So, damn, fuck, I'm like, hey, no, you just gonna lock me up like that, huh? You gonna throw me a
Yup.
scenario that I can't escape this nigga? Like, I
Right.
just gotta, I gotta see this nigga, huh? Like, like, yeah, you
Cause
gonna
I,
see
I
me
used
like
to
you
I
did.
used to watch this show called Prison Break, and there's this guy who got arrested for like petty, like he got arrested for like some petty crime like stealing. I forgot the
I know
dude's
what you're
name, but he
talking
was like
about.
trying to be like a white boy, trying to be gangster. And one of
You
his
talking about
bunkmates,
Dominic
his name
Purcell?
was Avocado. Huh?
What? I know
You
you
ever
talking about.
seen
It had
Prison Break?
yeah, it had Dominic Purcell and
Yeah.
and the dude. Both of them played in Blade. Actually,
Right.
no,
I forgot the other
no,
guy's
no, no,
name.
no. No, one played in Blade and the other one played in Underworld.
Underworld. Yeah. What was his name? I'm
I
trying to
can't
look up the
remember his
guy's
name
name,
right now.
but his name is Michael Scofield on the show. Oh, Wentworth Miller.
Right,
Wentworth Miller. Wentworth
right.
Miller.
He got that goo. He got that clowny ass name.
Yeah, and he got that serious look on his face. But
Right.
um what's his name? Well, the guy's bunkmate, his name was Avocado, and this guy was like this small guy. He was like small. He was like 5'8", but his bunkmate was like 6'8", 6'9", man. And that was his bunkmate, and he's like saying, and this Avocado guy would freaking like rape him like on certain times, like whenever they got it was so stupid. Like whenever
It
like they
was
they
it was
got
bad.
together or whatever, like, huh?
I said it was all bad.
Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. I mean, it was a good show, man. It was a really good show, but
I
man,
I watched a little bit of it and
hmm
then fucked around and missed the episode. And back then, it wasn't no streaming and shit. It wasn't popular back then, so I just said fuck it and start
yeah, and
watching.
they didn't have Netflix too.
And then when it came out with season two came out. I didn't care because I missed season one, and then they eventually came out
Right.
with season three in 2016. But by that time, I ain't care.
Yeah.
But I do know it was a good show.
Yeah, it was a good show. But when they made season the last season, I was like, what the hell? What's the point of this? They should have just left it at like what season 4 and just ended it. They had to make another season.
Yeah, I thought that was season three, and they came out in 20. I thought they only had two seasons.
No, they had 4 seasons initially, and then they made another one. They made a fifth one just recently. I think it was like a couple years ago.
I was like 2016 or something like that.
Yeah, 2016 or 2017.
Right, and then didn't that go on for like two damn seasons or some
No, it
shit
was
like
only one
that?
season. The one that initially came out, the season 5, or wait, I'm sorry, it was season 2. It was, yeah, it was 5. It was 4 seasons. Oh, okay, yeah, it was 5 seasons, but um, initially it was 4 seasons, but they made another one, season 5, which was like around 2017.
I didn't know what
Yup,
was the
from
reason.
April. I don't even know too, like because uh, I don't want to ruin it for you. I don't know if you've seen it, but like something happened in season 4 that kind of like the events that happened in season 4 was kind of bring Brock back to season 5, and so um like uh like they really didn't like need to kind of bring season 5 back because with season 4 it was already good enough to have already just ended like the show, but they're like saying, oh, let's make another season, because we have so many fans that love the show, so we're gonna bring it back. And I was like, and I saw season 5 and I was like, man, this like they kind of like just dragging it out, and like I was just kind of thoroughly disappointed.
Yeah, it was kind of lame. I was,
Yeah, it just
it was
became
one,
lame. After
the one
season
thing I
after
didn't.
season 4, to me, it just became lame to me. But yeah, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this stream. It's kind of dragged out, man. I actually just
All
had my
right.
shot today, bro. I had my COVID-19 shot.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, check and see if a magnet will stick to your skin.
Nah, not yet, man. I've just been like feeling kind of like tired a little bit.
Just saying, if a magnet stick to your skin, you know, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be even more scared. I'm like, up, see. That's why I ain't taking that shit. Niggas right across the street too, and I still ain't took that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this broadcast right here.